think we're good.
Oh, God damn it.
All right. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Oh, what, we're actually live?
Yep.
Ah,
It'd probably take
okay.
a couple minutes for it to like send out notes and stuff, but
Yeah. No, quick check. You guys got control, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about the witch? I mean, Miss Wendell.
So what other people? Well, I know I'm trying to get
Yeah,
other
there we
people to call her the witch as far as in character.
Yep.
I know. I just can't help
I don't
it.
know which
Yeah.
ones do at this point.
Right. So, right, we're ready to go then. Right. What to start off with then? Welcome everybody to the Darkness Returns. In the last session, the party came to this town. I cannot remember the name of it now for the life of me. I'm sorry, but they came to this town, and it's a massive market place owned and controlled by the Legion, Tol Nedron Legion, which basically means if you do anything, you're boned. Anything against the law, you're boned. Miss Windle happened to break a cardinal rule of the Legion, which is no magic. It goes against everything they believe in, and thus was arrested and fined and tasked with finding out what the hell happened, i.e., the explosion that occurred in the last game. She came back to the inn and informed the party of this current situation, and that's where we left off. So going from there, what do you guys wish to do?
Jeez.
All right.
Because,
I happen to know someone who might or might not be involved with something like this. So we can go and chat with them and see if we can't find who is responsible.
So
I
somebody
should
who
also point
has.
out that. Yeah, I should also quickly point out that this is the following morning. You've
Oh, so we've
rested.
slept.
Yeah, just to make it easier. So this is now the following morning.
I'm thinking. I guess I'm gonna go to the bed where my axes are sleeping and then strap them onto myself and just make sure I nonchalantly walk around without thinking like, oh, we're not supposed to have these. I'm supposing Big wouldn't even think about that. You just put it on, so I'm gonna put my axes on me. I feel all comfy and warm, like I'm wearing a nice snuggly jacket.
Well, technically, you guys are now, officially, kind of, in the employ of the Legion. Because you're stuck here. You've been tasked with doing this. Finding out what the fuck happened.
And if we don't, they're gonna just use us as the scapegoat so that they can go, look, now the guilty party is away, everything is safe again.
Exactly. Because as was clearly stated in the last one, the commander of the Legion here doesn't care about the actual facts, really. He just wants results. Well, at least that's the way that he came across, I should say. So, it's basically your ass or somebody else's.
Right. So as long as we're recovering our dangerous things, I'm going to get the snake, who spent the night out hunting mice and rats and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You find her. She's like, down here. Over by like the cleric. The guy's probably freaking out as you pull out this snake. Like, what the fuck?
All right. Well, what sort of a mood does it look like she's in?
Kind of wary, I would say.
All right. Like, do I think I could ask her for some do I think I could get away with asking her for some venom just based on how I know her?
Well,
Because
yeah.
I used I sold my raw venom yesterday, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can ask her. I mean, she'll give up because, well, she's your pet. But bear in mind, there's only so much you can get.
Right.
I mean, you'll probably get enough to coat your weapon once or twice for the day.
All right.
from it.
So should I just count this as like a dose?
Yeah, yeah. Bearing in mind, it's extremely potent poison, which basically, if you get, say, she accidentally bit you, you'd bloody know about it in less than 30 seconds.
Would you know about it, or would you not know about it
Well, the
anymore,
fact
ever
that her,
again?
well,
Wait, but ain't she like a lizard folk? Ain't she like immune or?
no, it's
resistant?
not. No, it's not lizard folk. It's technically a human being that's taken on the aspects of snakes. Thus,
They venerate snakes so
yeah,
highly that they decorate themselves in that way.
yeah, and they've started to slightly develop scales of their own.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an evolutionary step, if you know what I mean by.
Right. All right. So now that's underway. I'm ready to head out.
Just gotta find what map it was. Which one was it? Oh yeah, it was that one. Was it? Hang on, let me check. Yeah, it was this map. So what, you guys all heading off out, or is it just tunneling? Or
I think I'll go along.
Yeah. And
Did you say to the party that you have an idea of who
Yeah.
has ideas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I meant to say that in character.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
She
do
knows
you need
someone
us?
who
Do you
might
need
know
us to
things.
go in there, or is this a contact that they shouldn't see us? And
I could probably get more information if they knew I wasn't telling people who they were.
okay.
So, I mean, we can all head into town, but I should probably go and talk to this person myself.
we can head. We can be close, like nearby.
All right.
hang on, let me just change map. So, to the thingy. Yeah, you guys head back out into the actual town itself. Well, I presume, yeah, you just head straight towards the market district where you actually notice where you made the illegal purchases. When you actually get there, though, the actual shop is still closed. Even though it's well past opening times, but the actual place is still closed.
So we were at that shop that we were at before, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You get there and you notice that the sign says closed still.
Whoa.
I look at the witch as like, I don't know what, like, anything with the poison or anything, but I definitely know that there were magical dealings done in here. And we're like, okay, witch, there's a possibility that I believe that you didn't do this. There are other magical people, but I still don't fully trust you.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Uh-oh. Well, Tali's gonna knock on the front door anyway.
Mm-hmm. You hear a crash, but nobody comes to the door.
Like a crash from inside?
Car
like
just like
something
piled through it.
being, well, no, like something being knocked over.
That sounds like probable cause.
Sounds like when I wake up and I didn't turn on the lantern and I hit my table and all of my trophies fall on the floor.
All right, so are there any open windows, like first or second floor or anything?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. There are windows, but none of them are open.
All right. This door, is it locked?
Not for long. Wait, no, never mind.
Like, I'm gonna try the door.
Smash!
Yeah. The door is firmly locked.
All right, I'm gonna run around to the back. Well, I'm not gonna run around the back. I'm gonna quickly power walk around.
Casually stroll, whistling nonchalantly but very loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you get around the back, though, you do see the old lady that you saw before trying to and failing to get over a particular wall that's blocking her path, and basically she's fucking trapped.
So she's trying to leave her house?
Yeah. But she turns around and goes, "Oh, is she okay? All right." Sorry, I thought you were somebody else. What can I do for you? You're not gonna hurt me or anything, are you?
Of course not. I wouldn't hurt a. I wouldn't hurt a. Not hurt a sweet business. I wouldn't hurt a sweet, harmless business owner like yourself. And so Claudia says, however, I would like to ask you, as you are a local and you seem to know your way around. I would like to ask you something. If we can talk inside.
Hmm. I don't know. She goes. Okay, all right. We can talk, but you know, I cannot be seen. You know, I after what happened last night. You know, my guy has gone underground. You know, I can't even find him now. You know, and I'm a little worried that he's going to come back for me.
Oh. All right, well, I'm gonna gesture to the door to see if I can be let in.
Yeah. The back door is actually open. You know, it's just like swinging
right.
in the breeze kind of thing.
She was trying to move quick.
Once we're in, I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna shut the door and say, "So your man didn't know." So, first off, I guess, how did it go?
Well, it didn't because you know
How'd the
there's a massive
assassination go?
explosion. You know,
Making some
there's
small
this
talk.
massive explosion, and well, you know,
How
even the
did-
best assassin in the world will be spooked off by that. You know. And I know that Issus does not like loose ends, and I am a loose end.
Oh, God.
I may have been the one that hired him, but you know,
You gotta be a hard end.
So, you don't think that was something that he or any of his compatriots would do?
I honestly do not know. I mean, they do cause distractions, but I've never seen any distraction that sets nearly a quarter of the city on fire. So
Right, and of course, it had nothing to do with the job he was hired for,
I
because he's still
don't
fine.
think I don't think I'm not sure if he would have done that or not. To be completely honest with you.
Well,
But either way, I am absolutely terrified. I want out of this town, and with this lockdown going on, I cannot get the hell out of here.
oh well,
Uh,
I'd like to end up the. I'm doing my best now to end the lockdown and see if we can find out. But to do that, I will need someone who knows these sorts of things. And so, where do you know anyone other than Issus in sort of that business? And how did you meet them?
Well, it, when you ask that question, she kind of gets a little tight-lipped. You know, it's like this. I'm not sure I can discuss that kind of business.
Oh, in for a penny, in for a. Oh, my dear, in for a penny, in for a pound. We're already at this point, but I can make things a bit. I can. I mean, I can maybe make this a bit easier for you. I can maybe help. I can certainly make things safer for you. And I take out that vial of fresh venom that I got this morning, and I just set it in front of her, if you wish.
She eyes the vial quite greedily, knowing that it's quite valuable. She says, "Okay, all right. I will trade you this information. This is very slight information. You cannot tell anybody where you got this.
Of
But
course not. I would have to tell everyone where the venom went, where it went.
mhm. Have you heard of Velvet? She's a
Velvet.
extremely prominent merchant in this town. Although merchant is a loose word, that's just a cover.
Haven't met her.
Well, I would suggest you go hunt her down because any information that you need on anything that's going on in this town, she will find it. But
And you
the
swear.
organization that she works for, if they don't like you, then you will disappear.
All right. And so anything that happens, she will know about, including something like yesterday.
Well, information is kind of a commodity, and she will buy that if she can.
How do I meet her? Or who do I talk to meet her?
What? Well, you can check the local bars. She's always in like the taverns. The best place to get information is from drunk people, because their tongues are looser.
Wait, Velvet. I think I did run into someone matching her. Older woman wearing furs? I think
Yeah.
is how she was dressed.
I can give you the image again. So, hang on. I'll just resize that if I can.
Yeah, wasn't she the woman in the bar?
Yeah.
In the tavern yesterday?
Yeah, she was. There we go.
Did you say she was older? She looks younger in that picture.
Well,
Yeah, I thought she was like
It
a
was zoomed out. I couldn't see her.
like a.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't remember how it
could
was
barely
described
see the image
specifically.
as well. But she's like in the just for clarification's sake, she's in her like late 30s, so that is
So
technically
not
old
that old.
age. Well, from like the Dark Ages type.
She doesn't
era.
died from the plague yet.
Yeah, exactly. She hasn't caught COVID-19 yet, so she's fine. Yeah, but yeah,
She's
she
35, only a great grandmother.
says, yeah, she says, you can ask her, but ultimately it may cost you, it may not cost you. She may just tell you to go away, or she possibly might just have you killed. So, be careful when you talk to her, and please don't tell her that I told you that she can get any kind of information.
Tlali makes a zip motion with her lips.
Mm-hmm.
I promise I'll be tight-lipped.
I certainly hope so, because I enjoy my life. I don't want to die yet.
Right. Speaking of Tlali, Tlali does put the vial down in front of her, and she get a blowgun or a home defense crossbow if you can. There's bound to be someone selling them in town here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she says, "Oh, don't you worry about that," and she lifts up the edge of her petticoat kind of thing. Like a jacket basically, and you can see the hilt of a ornate dagger just sitting there, strapped to her side. She says, "Don't you worry. With that, the poison, I believe I can fend off at least one of them, long enough for me to escape. Anyways."
As long as that hits, so she points the poison venom. As long as that hits first, it doesn't matter who you hit; they will drop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that much I do know. But if you find Issus, and he is after me, can you dispose of him, if possible?
I couldn't let a dangerous criminal who doesn't keep his word go around threatening the good people of this place. Now, could I?
Oh, well, thank you. And with that, she says, "Okay, look, I'm sorry, but you got to go.
Right, Clawley.
I've got to hide."
Right, Clawley bows and leaves out the back door again.
With that, she slams, well, not slams, but closes the door, and you hear multiple bolts. So,
Right.
in other words, nobody's kicking that back door in. They can only come in through the front.
Right. So I'm gonna go back to the other two.
Okay. So any leads here, or do we keep going?
There's a woman in town. Do you remember the woman with the furs from yesterday night?
Yeah, she seemed.
And she wasn't here when she left by the time you arrived, Wendell. But yes, she heard the explosion and immediately went out to learn more.
From what I can tell, she had no idea what caused it anyway, because she was quite interested after the word spread possibly through me,
True,
as to what was going on.
but
She seemed
she went
more
out to go and
business
find out
based.
what was.
Do you think maybe she knows other people?
If she didn't find out what happened, she knows people who do. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
So Miss Velvet is the one we're looking.
Okay.
I wonder though, with uh, the chemical nature of what we've been taking care of, you think alchemists might have any information as well as to knowing who knows about
Perhaps,
such like chemistry? I don't know the words they would use.
perhaps if someone is involved with experiments like this, then perhaps Velvet could point us in the right direction, provided we're on our best manners.
Also, the witch had talked about going to the library. Do you think that they have information that could pertain to knowledge of explosives? I know that our old man friend seems to have been the creator of it, but there must be other knowledge in the past. Perhaps some of those
Maybe.
people should be suspicious.
Maybe.
And I look at the witch. Are you happy? I'm looking in other directions.
He says as he looks at the sky. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
I'll try to hold myself from placing all the blame on you,
Well, thank you.
but be careful. Anytime I see you flashing fire around, I will
Well, I won't
be
do
reminded.
it here again. I won't be doing that here again. Trust me.
To the taverns.
Yeah. You guys sort of
Ale
like
house, inn, meeting place.
Places where
Just
Big
like
could
the inn that
have
we met
yeah.
Velvet at last.
libations placed into his belly.
Yeah, I mean, you go there and like right back to the same place that you stayed at, and well, she's not currently at this establishment, but the barmaid, she says, well, she frequents multiple different establishments. This is generally like the last one of the evening, well, of the day. I.e., she, will come here because she
Alright.
enjoys having her meals here. So
If we have, all right. Well, if we haven't seen her by this evening, we'll definitely come back for her back. And also for dinner, because that was fantastic. No wonder she keeps coming back.
Oh, why? Thank you. It's as I should say that as you guys are walking about town, they're trying to be discreet, but not so discreet. You're also being followed by a couple of legionnaires,
Okay.
almost constantly. Making sure that you're not trying to escape and you're doing your job.
If we notice it, I'm just going to just loudly approach him. It's like, "Oh, hi guys, are you also trying to help us out?" But like, in a not in a very tactful way.
Right, one of them just turns to you and says, "No, we're not here to help you. We're just here to make sure that if you run, we kill you."
Well, that does not sound very nice. I hope it doesn't come to that, because I wouldn't want to have to kill any of you.
Sorry, but
And I
a
slapped
job's a
him on
job.
the shoulder. And then I go back to the party. I may have slapped him a little hard, but friendly like.
Knock him out.
But it's just because I'm big.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, he stumbles
Jovial.
forward a little bit, as he like slapping into the back of the shoulders, like, "Oh, God damn it!" But he keeps his composure, because he's a professional. Even though his buddy looks a little bit sort of like, I somewhat don't think I want to mess with this one. Yeah. So yeah, she's basically just not here at the moment. And so, what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna, well, what are you gonna do?
What are we
Well,
gonna
does she
do?
ever talk about any of the other places she likes to go?
But she generally just goes from tavern to tavern, trying to dredge up as much information as she can.
All right.
Um,
Systematic approach.
Looking back, we did speak before. Yeah, as I said before, the information would have spread. We had a little chat, and she seemed very interested in the business side of what could be done with such explosive stuff.
I remember
Like,
that.
It seemed like, talking about like for celebration purposes and whatnot. So there are probably other reasons why she would be interested in this. So perhaps she's looking for financial ways of taking advantage of this. I don't know if there's financial districts that may have people that deal in less than legal things. We can
Well, yeah,
loudly
I mean,
accost people in.
Oh yeah, as was clearly established in the last game, there is a dark side to this town. A sordid underbelly to it.
Perhaps we should look around town for anybody hiding in alleys. And then strong arm them. Or tear arms off of them. Something with their arms.
Okay, what
People
you gonna
like
go
their
looking
arms.
for so you're gonna go looking for a... Okay. Right, give us an investigation check to see if you can find someone worth...
What would I do for that? Just is there a
It just
specific skill or just a 20?
I think that is a skill, isn't it? Hang on, let me check. I think it's investigation. Hang on. I got to get my character sheets because I can't fucking remember. Drawing a blank at the moment. Oh, Hazer. Sorry about this. Knowledge local. See if that'll do.
Local?
Yeah, to see if you can find someone suitable. Oh crap! I haven't even got it on that.
10.
With a 10, you can find a few people that are peasants. They look like they don't really know very much. I mean, you can try.
What are we looking for?
Shady
Well-
people.
Shady people.
No, shady, not shitty.
I said shady.
We're looking for Eminem.
So, are you guys doing this just as we're going from inn to inn, to tavern to whatever?
What was that? Say again? Kind of.
Why do I even look?
Oh my god.
So, are you guys just stopping to do this, or are we doing this as we're just moving around?
At this point, I kind of imagine maybe we just go like walking around the streets looking for evidence. If
Yeah,
like
that's
well,
almost what we're doing.
for my
That's almost what we're doing, but like we're just sort of heading to the we're just sort of basically wandering from inn to tavern to club to whatever.
like different
Yeah,
shops and places
well,
that
I
look like
take it
people
that
gather.
29 is a knowledge local check. With
Yes.
that 29, you do manage to find someone,
Yeah.
although he does not want to talk with you at all.
Ah, damn.
Wait, I'm gonna grab him up like a little kid up under the arms. He's like, you should probably talk to us. We have ways of making you talk.
Right, that is definitely an intimidation roll. Come on.
What is like? What are the 11? 22.
Yeah. With that, you guys look. All right. Don't rip my arms off. I kind of need them.
I'll drop him back
Nice.
down to the ground while he
So
kind of agrees.
what are you actually asking him exactly?
What do you know about? God, Big is gonna be the worst for this. He has ideas, he just doesn't know how to execute them properly or tactfully.
Mhm.
Tell us about criminals.
He looks at you and he's like, I can tell you some things, but I'm sorry, but you can kill me. But there are
Okay,
other people here that will kill me. All right, look. How should I put this one? He turns around and he says to you, look, there are guilds in this town, and there's especially one of them that you just don't mess with, because you mess with them, you turn up dead. Look, there is an Assassin's Guild and a Thieves Guild here, and I can't put you in contact with them because I do not know exactly where they're located. But I'm sure if you look around enough and you ask the right person, you can find it.
Who's the
You
right
just-
person? We thought you were the right person. That's why we asked you, and then pick him up again.
And it's at that point that one of the legionnaires behind you starts coughing, and looking at you quite sternly.
I put him back down. It's like, no, this guy did not do any crimes. We were just having a friendly conversation.
Well, obviously they weren't listening into your conversation, but they were there to just.
I'm not trying so much to convince them as I'm trying to convince him that he's not in danger. But I'm not good at it. Keep in mind that.
Do you keep hold of him or do you put him down?
I put him down and pat him on the head.
Yeah, the second you put him down, he legs it as fast as he can.
Doesn't seem suspicious at all.
No, he basically he's a peasant. He's like it's like he does not want anything to do with this. He's like, no, I am out. And he basically takes off and is around the corner before you can get anywhere. But it's as he's running away, you can also hear a woman arguing quite vehemently with someone. Basically right out in. Well, I presume you guys in sort of like roughly around. Hang on, this
Good,
sort of area.
good
Okay.
Good job, ogre. He's scared.
Hold on. We hear the woman arguing. Can we hear what she's saying? Is she close enough, or do we have to listen specifically?
She's basically just shouting, at the captain. Well, not captain, the guards at the gate to the Legion headquarters, demanding to be led inside.
Also, she's from the outside?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's standing outside demanding to talk with the captain.
Okay.
So is this woman any?
Sorry, what? Is this woman?
So I'm gonna approach. Is this woman anyone we know?
Yeah, it's actually the woman you're looking for.
She was outside the city?
No, she's not outside the city. She's inside it. You guys were here.
Yeah.
She is standing here.
Oh, she's outside that
shouting.
castle.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
It's not a castle.
Oh,
it's a
she's outside that
defense
wall, or like the headquarters or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. And she's basically just screaming, "Look, let me in. I need to talk to you." And the guard is basically just saying, "No, get fucked. You ain't coming in here." And it's just going backwards and forwards, and she's getting nowhere.
Well, I see here, as long as nobody's going to stop me from doing this, I'm just going to just broadly walk up and be like, hello, lady, we were kind of looking for you. We need your help.
As soon as you approach her, she just pulls a sword out and is instantly pointing it right at your throat. And she says, "What do you want?"
Oh, hello, Miss Velvet, was it? I don't know if you remember us, but we spoke briefly yesterday on the wonderful implications that trade with some of these new discoveries might lead to.
As soon as you mention that, her demeanor totally changes and she becomes all smiles and she puts away the weapon. And she goes, so you guys are interested in business. So what kind of business are you guys interested in? What can I procure for you?
Well, I mean, as you've probably, here that now even, the, well-established local leaders such as yourself, they're, these clowns, just gestures to the Legion guys following her. Like clearly these clowns aren't able to, keep things straight. So it falls to, the women like us.
Mm-hmm.
So, we knew. We noticed you were very interested in the events of last night, and that's something that we've definitely wanted to look into as well.
Well, of
Yeah,
course. I mean,
we
I've
could.
already had a discussion with your elderly gentleman friend. In fact, he's currently residing with my compatriots, having a discussion about. Well, we know what this invention is now, and we
That's
want to
why
mark.
we
I'm
didn't see him this
looking
morning.
into
Yeah.
marking this. I want this invention, and so does my partners.
Of course, I can see and of course we can see why, but no one can get any of it. No one can get any of it. Not my people, not you and or you and your partners. So long as something like that. Until the goon squad, again gesturing to the Legion, has someone that they can has the people who set it off yesterday.
Can I pull
Yeah.
God damn it, Thali to the side for a second?
Tlali.
Big is gonna try to be quiet about this. He's like, what if we mention the fact that we are on good terms with the old man? Perhaps we could get into a place where we could discuss things more directly in her comfort zone to find more information. We could possibly set up business deals as far as she knows.
Well,
Do you think?
she knows we traveled in with. Well, she knows we traveled in with her, but I see your point. That is a good point. So Tlali's going to sort of return. So, tell you what, out here, the sun. Is there anywhere that we could like to discuss this? That's fits with you, and somewhere where you'd be comfortable with. Don't want to eat up too much of your schedule.
Well, I'm about to go have lunch, so how about the tavern? I absolutely adore the food there. Plus, that serving lady is she's pretty hot.
Oh, she's cute as a button. Let's go.
I know.
She's
I
cute
will
as a
get
button.
her.
You gotta get.
I will get her. So I take it you guys head straight back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big kind of like
So
walks
yeah,
back
the
with
old guy wasn't. So yeah, the bomb brother wasn't there this morning, was he?
No.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. None of us did.
But I'll put her sort of like here at the table. Let you guys place yourself wherever.
I'm
You should
gonna
still have control.
order a big drink for myself before going and sitting down. But
Yeah,
also, like on the way over, I was like super proud, like of my semi-diplomatic idea working to a degree. He's like, usually everybody just like thinks I'm being loud, but I didn't say like because usually I'm just really loud and like obnoxious about it. I'm like, I did it. I could be clever. That's just like inner monologue or something.
Yeah, the legionnaires that were following you, they wait outside because they're on duty. They're not allowed to be seen inside of the tavern.
Sweet.
So, they stay out there. And she says, "Okay, right, what do you want? What deals are you after?
So
you know what I'm after, and we're
right,
already in the process of
and
procuring.
you spoke with our friend. Where is he anyway? Didn't turn up earlier.
He's in the care of my partners at this precise moment. Don't worry, no harm will befall him. He's technically safe. So,
of course, not animals here. So you know that what we are helping him transport.
oh yeah,
And you know why that happened. So you know how it happened, but we do not have a why. And until we can find a why, the
And a
captain
who?
of the
A
guard is not
who?
going to let us or anyone leave.
We need a who.
Who?
Tell them, Snake Lady. Who did the thing? Damn it.
What?
So they're not going to let any business in or out of your city until this is handled.
As you say that, she actually laughs openly, like quite loudly. And she says, "Look, the Legion thinks they own and control this city. They own
Well,
jack
Clawley
shit."
did say your city.
Well, exactly. But I'm just saying the Legion has no hold here. If I want to do business outside of these walls, I will do so. And so will my partners. The Legion won't stop us.
Oh.
They could certainly try to stop us. But the
Well,
first one that lays a hand on us will drop dead.
I don't doubt that.
Before his next meal, anyways.
I don't doubt
The way
that.
you
But
just
of
said
course,
that.
you've seen the. Of course, you've seen the our charming escort party we were saddled with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those morons, the children.
Our
Those little metal men.
very following us like lapdogs.
Now, don't underestimate the Legion, though. The Legion is very formidable. They have extreme amount of numbers on their side. But
I have 10.
those
You
numbers
put
don't
my
mean
hands up.
nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they may have numbers on their side here, but ultimately, we run this show. This
That's
is our
why.
town.
That's why the help of a woman like you is something that is so important to us. And
So, what are you offering?
what do you want?
Well, it depends. What are you offering? What is this business deal? Because so far, this is seeming like a mighty waste of my time. We already have the gentleman responsible for this, i.e., the guy creating it. So,
Uh,
I mean, I'm failing to see exactly what's on offer here.
we're friends with this man. Has he given you indication that he's going to easily hand over his ideas, or do you need some sort of diplomatic help with that?
She just smiles. As you're discussing that, though, the serving lady, she brings over your food, and she just ignores you and starts chatting her up. Because she's not one for missing a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Claudia's not going to just going to quietly not interrupt. But then when it seems like the serving lady's going to get back to what she's doing, Claudia is going to like pull her over and say, "Put Miss Velvet on my tab. Put Miss Velvet's tab on mine."
And she says,
Put
"Well,
Miss
that's
Velvet's meal on me.
kind of you.
Right.
That's
Meal,
kind of you,
like-
but Miss Velvet does not pay for anything here. No
In that
way.
case,
in
put
hell
us on
would
her
I
tab.
charge her. Oh, hell, no. Unless she says so. Yeah,
Put me on her. I'm like,
yeah,
So
but then
okay,
as
so
she hears
that
that, she says, "Okay, sure, put them on my tab for today." And she says, "That's perfectly fine, miss." And then she heads back to the bar.
I'll have a whole boar
well, thank you.
for a snack.
And she says, "Okay, now this is costing me. So now you owe me. Now make this deal worth my while. What are you offering? What is it you want?"
All we want is the man who stole the bear is the man who stole the barrel is the man or woman and or men who stole the barrel from our cart and set it off in the middle of an inhabited building. Nearly
Well,
burned down the stables and all of the belongings of all the travelers in the city,
mm,
which isn't good business for anyone. We want him so we can turn it over to the guard and go look, and so they can have their we can say, look, this is the one responsible, leave us be, and they will, hopefully.
Okay, so you're wanting a introduction, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Now, it's going to be very costly. And at the same time, how do I know that you guys can, well, keep a secret?
Oh, we knew to find you.
That's kind of the opposite of keeping.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, look, we did our research. We found out who she was, and we went to talk to her without getting our contact arrested or blabbing who they were.
At that, she actually says, actually, that's a good point. Who told you about me, anyways? How comes you vanished over there?
I decided if I don't know, I don't need to lie.
Exactly.
So
Well,
when
we
gets up-
accosted a man in an alley, and he seemed to blab a lot. But we assume, based on that there are others that would cause problems, and more what we're looking for is to hope to find possible leads of people within the organizations that run this town that may cause problems, for they might be the most suspicious.
Well, at the end of the day, dear, I run this town. Well, me and my
That's
partners run
why
it.
perhaps you would know the people who are not as good at keeping your business to yourself.
Well,
They
normally,
might be the ones that cause problems, and they also might be the one that caused the big problem.
well, you see, normally people are smart enough to keep their mouth shut in this town. But apparently,
I
someone
Found one,
has
at
blabbed.
least, who would not. I don't think he did the thing, but why would, if one man can get another man to give up so many secrets, why
it's
would
so
not
hard
there
to
be somebody
believe.
else?
Is it really so hard to believe that such a confident, powerful, wealthy woman who is so well known in her town, is it really so hard to believe that perhaps she might be well connected?
Well, everybody knows that I'm well connected, but people don't know exactly how, and well, most people don't. And there's only a set number of people that actually are aware of my actual business dealings, which is why I was quite surprised and actually willing to even listen to you when you actually approached me. So, okay, I'll tell you what, I will set up a meeting tomorrow with my partner. Right, you guys will come, I will come get you guys. You will come with me. You will be blindfolded and led to a location within the city walls, obviously. And you can then go and talk to my partner. Is this
That
fair?
would be
Is this a fair deal?
That would be simply delightful, Miss Velvet. Thank you.
Now, I should warn
Now,
you that
you mentioned it was a deal. So, what exactly is it that you would like from us?
I want those barrels out of the Legion's control. That means you get your investigation or whatever it is you're supposed to be doing here done. And once you're done, you get out of this town.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, I feel like you could
I
help with the
promise you,
investigation. Everything
ma'am,
works out so much easier.
Those barrels will leave the Legion's control.
Then we have a deal. And she leans forward and, well, she puts out her hand.
Polly was like reaching for the slip of paper she got from her queen, but seeing as Velvet's not going to question her further on it, she just sort of leaves it where it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't matter if you did. Trust me, she already knows all the information.
Right.
So, I on
Polly
white
shakes her
material.
hand. So
she goes,
Tlali
"Okay."
takes her hand,
Yeah.
shakes it, and then bows low.
Then that's a deal. It's also at that same time that you feel a little prick into like your hand, and a numb feeling.
So I know my poisons. So is this one or is this like magical?
No, this is a well, it is a poison, but you know that it's a long-term one. You know, i.e., it will work very slowly. And she says that, my dear, is insurance. The only actual antidote for it I have. So if you screw me over, well, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Tlali gives it a look and like she gives her like a smile of admiration actually, and she says, "You will," and she says, "You are a fearful woman."
Thank you. And with that, she actually gets up and leaves.
Before the food's even here.
Wait, yeah, she's now got business to tend to. Business takes precedence over food.
Right.
Ultimately, she is all business. Plus, she got to flirt with the barmaid. She's fine.
Right.
So yeah, she just gets up and she leaves.
That
And,
was
you
her
know,
food.
Big will have her food.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Big will have everybody's food if he can.
I like two number
I'm gonna call
nines,
this
an
A
Wait,
number
extra.
9 large, a number 6 of extra dip. Yeah, I know that one.
Two number 9, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, two number 45, one with cheese, and a large soda.
Damn,
Dude,
Smoke.
did you eat my food?
You hit the wrong
Dude.
house, fool!
So yeah, she
Dude, you're
basically
still an OG. If everybody's getting shot and you're eating the food, you. Something.
yeah, I know. Then you're real. Yeah. Anyways, she leaves. So what are you guys doing from that?
I'm gonna call Wendell over and explain to her, all right, Velvet has someone that we're
Not,
arranging to meet.
I do
tomorrow.
not come up. I don't want to hear.
Okay, so tomorrow when we go somewhere, would you be fine with that?
Yes.
All right, it's going to involve blindfolds, but I'm sure they wouldn't hurt you. These don't hurt people on accident, I'm sure.
So if you get
Yeah.
hurt, it's
So
planned.
Whatever you guys are doing, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved if I'm not a person that lies or sneaks around. But if I don't hear, then I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Actually,
Um,
when I don't feel like our, ever-present followers, she points out the window at the Legionnaire people. I don't feel like they'll be a problem. But on the off chance that they are, maybe that's what you can do. You can go and entertain them for a while or distract them for a while this happens.
yeah, do some magical tricks for them.
I highly doubt.
That doesn't
please
seem
do
like
that,
a
please
good
do that.
idea, Big.
Oh,
I highly doubt Miss Velvet is going to be bothered by them. She's Tlali looks at her hand and like takes off her glove to like look at her palm. She's a remarkable woman. She'll do very well, Nissa.
I was thinking though, we could simply, if she were willing, have her find the person she obviously knows, people who do bad things. If she found the person who did the bad thing, then the lockdown could open up. We could get the barrels away from the Legion quite easily if she were to help us. If we could only convince her that that was the easiest path, where no one would even suspect any wrongdoing on her part, and we would not have to tell anybody about any wrongdoing on her part. Of course, I'm not the one to do this deal, because even through my practice, I'm bad at this.
Well, Big, I would certainly feel better if you were there too.
Well, I will be there.
Hmm.
I just want to know what the entire plan, so I don't, as the people around here may have been saying, big it up.
Pick it up.
Where
Big it up.
people, these legionnaires, they keep
Big it up.
looking at me and
Pick it
saying,
up.
"Hey, why are you doing the things?" And I'm just doing the things because they're things, but they always look at me like, "Why are you washing stuff? Like it is dirty. I should wash it. Why are you being so physically aggressive towards us?" But I am not. I'm just giving them a hug and slapping them happily. People tend to think I am suspicious for some reason, as far as being able to talk to people. But if I know what we need to do, I can do the thing.
Well,
Damn
Big,
it, he's trying to play this
well,
guy.
Big, I think you're selling yourself a little short, which is one of the only short things about you. You had an excellent idea of bringing her here and letting her establish the time and place to talk. You were able to stick by me as part of this conversation the whole time. I think you would be. And of course, if things certainly go wrong, I will definitely feel better knowing that you are there too.
Just as long as you know that I could really use charisma training. I could come up with a plan better than I can execute a plan. I'm just being open before we get ourselves into a much deeper pit here.
Well, I'll be there too.
This woman, I usually don't have a problem, but this woman seems to be catching on to anything I say pretty quickly.
Yes, she's
And
certainly.
it doesn't seem
remarkable.
all that intimidatable, which is my strength. My strength is my strength.
She's certainly remarkable. Well, we've got a free lunch, and
Is half gone?
the rest of the day and tomorrow is when we start our investigation. And if the dosage is wrong, or if we get the timing off, or if things don't go well, I don't expect I'll see the day after. Like she says, looking at her hand. So if it's all the same to you, I'm going to get a nice glass of red wine and a steam bath, and then enjoy myself this evening.
Yeah, okay. Well, I take it you guys are done exposition there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. You go. You get your wine. You get into the steam room. You end up having like a relaxing time. There are like, well, working girls and guys that you can entertain yourself with. For the evening, or there's just like musician and like just like standard parlor games. So I know I haven't really fleshed out this place with like actual people, but just as the night goes on, it basically fills up. But you
Right.
don't see Velvet for the for her normal evening meal.
So as this place fills out, I'm gonna go. Like, we still have the rooms available to us, yes?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to keep on that whole like trying to be more civilized within this town by leaving my axes to take a nap in their bed and also leaving my armor back. I'll just go out like with the nicest possible looking version of my clothings and like that necklace and like anything that makes me look kind of somewhat civilized.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like the pendant. I've got my bracers are all shined up. My pants are not as dusty as normal, and I try to walk like really really upright. But with, like when I drink my big bottles of grog, I have my pinky out, trying to imitate the other people.
Yeah, but in the tavern overnight, there's like a whole different array of people, like Tolnedrons, obviously, being Legion Town. Tolnedrons, well, the one Naisin, Tali. Just basically everybody, errands and the lot. There's even like a couple of tracks, and one of them actually does spot you, and he looks at you quite with a perplexed look on his face, and then he just looks absolutely pissed and stomps over to you, and he grabs hold of you and shouts in your face, "What are you doing wearing the symbol of our enemy?"
I have defeated our enemy, and I've taken this as proof that they are not invincible or even strong.
He calls you out on it. He's like, "That's bullshit. They stay in their lands. They don't come out.
Oh,
We
sir.
put them in their place last time."
Last time you say, okay, back out of the game. Are we aware of last time as far as historical?
The War of the Gods.
Okay.
It involved man as well. They used man as their instrument.
Okay. Just making sure that this is something that we're aware of and when it happened. So okay. Yes, last time was a long time ago, I'm afraid to say, and now this time is coming about, and we don't want it to get out of hand. But that is our purpose in why myself and my party have come here, to make sure this time does not become what last time was. And this is proof that it has begun, and that it can also end before it begins too deeply.
Okay. Give us a... Well, I don't know, would that be performance or persuasion?
I don't know, because he believes it pretty deeply too. He's not trying to lie about it.
Yeah.
So it's not as much a bluff as a story he's telling.
So it would be persuasion, then. Yeah.
Maybe it's not persuasion. Maybe it's diplomacy.
I don't know, because it's like,
I feel like it'd be diplomacy because he's talking like.
You might be like upset with me, but as far as being believed, it's not a lie. It's just.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
at least as far as he knows, anyways. Like,
so I think it's whatever the.
Right.
Whatever
any
the
of those,
NPC
I've only got
thinks
0 anyway, so I got 2. All of my charisma stuff is 0.
I think it's whatever the NPC thinks about this.
But yeah, like whatever the NPC is also kind of
does not believe you, because he believes that the minions of Torak were basically put in their place and told to stay before, and he actually reaches his hand up to try and grab that symbol off of you. What do you do?
I kind of push his hand away, and he's like, "You will not remove my trophy from me. I have taken this from my sworn enemies, and I want to keep this as a memento and to show others that they are the ones that we can defeat."
Hey. So after all, isn't it? So Plolly's gonna sort of sidle up to the guy and just say, "Hey, look, big guy. We understand. No one is asking us to, salute the symbol. We're here to, laugh at it, to understand and be. We're here to understand and be ready for next time. Here, just enjoy, just as it is. All right. After all, our enemy is out there, very far from here, and it's a beautiful night in here. So, yeah. So why not just enjoy ourselves as it is?
Are you coming on to him?
Actually, as she's doing that, Quali is gonna take the one little bag of the fun stuff she's got, and she's gonna offer some of it to him.
Were you actually gonna pull out that shit here? Okay.
It's interesting.
All right. What are you trying to do exactly?
Basically, the same as weed, the low, really low power stuff.
Okay. Right. Please tell me you're doing this stealthily.
Yes. You want to stealth?
Yeah, definitely want to stealth check for that. Oh, yeah.
Ah!
River one.
You drop it on the floor and it goes bang.
Yeah.
Weed on the floor.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody look.
notices exactly what the fuck you're doing, and the barmaid, she just comes up to you and says, "Look, I don't mind that you're gonna do that shit. Don't do it in the common room. In fact, actually, get out of the common room if you're gonna fucking even produce that shit. Go on, get moving." And she starts ushering you to like either towards the door or towards the bedroom.
Big, like slowly gestures for like Big to move away from the guy, and then she just goes.
All right, I shove the guy a little bit, just a little bit, but bigly, and go back to my drink or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he's been thoroughly distracted at this precise moment, and he is already drunk, so you're lucky. And he sort of like meanders off, grumbling away to himself. But he does not touch that stuff there. Oh, you are so lucky that you did not do this shit outside.
Well, I wasn't
Leaving
gonna
it
do it
Just a
outside.
10-pound block of heroin. What's the problem?
No, I mean, no,
Well, I
drugs
mean,
and
she's got the
narcotics are
psychedelics.
illegal.
Well, I mean, that's just the loosen up stuff. He's got the psychedelics too.
He got them snake
Oh shit!
juice.
Yeah. Well, I will move this along. The rest of the night goes off as expected.
One thing I am gonna do though, while I'm in my room, is I'm going to work through some of my money in alchemical agents, and I'm going to brew a potion.
Okay. Do I need to know what potion, or
Just for the cost, it's a level 3 wizard spell, Beast Shape.
sorry, it's a level what now? Level 3.
Beast Shape. I'm
Change
creating a
shape.
spell, potion that will do that. So basically, when you drink it, you turn into a smaller medium animal.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it costs 375 gold for me to make.
Okay. I mean, I would say roll for it, but
So you're doing the thing where I can already do a spell.
it never hurts to have a backup.
Well, the thing
Besides,
is,
spells
don't have
in this
failure chance.
spells in this town also.
That's true.
Whereas
can
if
make-
I draw something, it's just, oh, the weird snake lady.
We can make big without using magic.
Yeah.
It's using magic, don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I'll say you just make the potion. You make the potion. Anything else you guys wish to do before going to bed?
Nope.
Basically. All right. So you guys go to sleep, and
Well, it's possibly my last night. I will sort of spiritually commune with, my people, which means, hit the psychedelic.
Yeah. Well, your evening goes absolutely fucking splendidly. You see very, very vivid colors. Fucking the most amazing fucking laser show that you've ever seen in your life, just going off in your room, which I should know because I've been there. It's kind of good. But yeah, you see that the rest of you guys, you drink, eat, get married, screw whoever you happen to.
I don't do that.
No, I'm just paraphrasing. And sort of like you eventually sort of like fall asleep. It's roughly around about, I'd say about 4 o'clock in the actual morning when you are sort of like roughly woken up and sort of like ushered towards the back door by what's her name? Velvet. There we go. She comes and gets you all.
Claudia's gonna take her pack and her snake with her.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have time to gather things, or are we just taking out?
Yeah. I mean, she wakes you up and says, "Okay, time to go."
So if I make a move to my axes to pack up, am I slowed in any way, or
No,
they don't care?
No.
Okay, yeah.
It's just,
Axe up.
Mm.
And I'll slap my armor on
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
be ready.
I mean, you guys so like basically all end up here, and it's when that she actually produces 3 sets of manacles and says, "Okay, put these on."
Wait, what happens if I'm not going?
Well, if you're not going, then she won't. She will just leave you behind.
Okay.
So you're not going.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a very short one then.
Has Polly changed color or anything?
Pardon?
Polly's hand like changed color or anything?
Yeah. It's got like what looks like a bruise slowly spreading across the inside of your hand.
Great. Now it just looks like I've been masturbating too much.
Yeah. that or you've been palming a tree. One of the two.
You were hugging trees outside, and then the tree said something you didn't like, and you just started slapping it.
Well, no, actually, retcon in this one, she says, okay, if she's not going, then none of you are. And this deal's off right now. Because I actually kind of need all 3 of you there, so.
Wendell, you were there for this. You were, Wendell, you were there, and you are the one with, the most investment in this from the Legion.
I don't want to do this illegally, though.
You don't want to do what now?
No,
This
isn't the people's real leader of the city, I gesture to Velvet, is inviting you to go somewhere.
And it is true that you might not live to see the outside of this town if we don't solve this issue.
Well, you could.
Either of you, honestly. Because you might be executed and you might be just go to sleep and not wake up.
Wendell, I need to do this, please.
Velvet turns to you and says, look, there's nothing actually illegal about this, okay? This is just a place that we don't want known.
This is a matter of This is just a matter of privacy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a hideout isn't a hideout if everybody knows about it, kind of thing. I'm using that as an example. So,
also,
if you won't do business without me, sure, I'll go. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, she puts them on you and change you like to each other so that you can be led.
Change everybody to Big, and then Big can carry them.
Yeah,
against my moral judgment, I'm going to be very angry.
Mm-hmm.
Is your moral judgment stronger than your desire to not get your head cut off?
Yes, actually, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and that's fair. Don't worry, I ain't gonna push you into anything illegal. So
that's how my character is. That's why she told that she did do magic.
Yeah, but as I said, don't worry. But as I said, this depends on how you want to look at it. It's not in this. Well, there's actually nothing illegal happening here. She's just taking you to a location. She just doesn't want you to know where it is.
Let me put it this way: is your moral fiber thicker?
Let's go! God, I said I was gonna go.
Anyway, is your
basically,
no? Anyway, but I want to put this out. Like, is your moral judgment thicker than your desire for your party member to survive? Because if you don't, she will die.
Matters in the situation, and we don't know that she's gonna die.
She does.
Yeah, but we don't know.
She's mentioned it to us, has she not?
No.
Not really.
So.
Okay. I thought she did.
I looked meaningfully at my hand. I've looked at my hand and it's been changing color, but she's never specifically told you what happened.
Okay. Yeah, I thought she had mentioned like her interest in doing this to us. Like, yeah, I might not make it through this, so I'm gonna go do this kind of stuff more to us.
Has said today could be my last day on Earth.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what piece of information we have because we know that Wendell's life is in danger with this in a different way. I thought we were aware of Claudi's as well.
Nope.
Yeah, Claudia never spelled it out.
She was like hitting it, but not really. Not like anybody could say that. I might not make the rest of the day. Like that could be a normal, casual thing.
Hmm.
Sort of.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've both been shackled, I assume, to one of Big's just eyes.
Yeah, and blindfolded, obviously. And you guys are led to a location. I ain't gonna exactly say where, and you guys end up here. It's a good thing I put him out in front, then, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that a
Hang on.
twin of the bartender at
How the hell did you do that so fast?
I had this shit planned. Hang on, I missed someone here. Where is he?
Well, I have a plan, but I'm not in order. But maybe I should do
Well,
an
I messed
order.
up the plan
Okay,
by
hang on.
taking pictures.
He should be there. And hang on. Is that the right one? Hang on, I need to see this image exactly. Have I got the right person? Nope.
No,
No.
that guy. He's not the right guy.
Yeah, sorry, he's the wrong one. Sorry, it's kind of hard to keep track of people, when you've got so many. I'll put him back there.
That's Dave. You want Steve?
Yeah, there we go. Boom. There we go. He's there. Velvet, she leads you to this place, and then she, ushers you, pushes you inside, unhooks like your manacles, and then walks off. And you hear what could best be described as a stone sliding closed behind you. Mhm. Hmm? Oh yeah, I'll change that. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that one because I didn't have the thingy. There we go. Boom. Hang on, I'll quick. Other than Tali, can you guys actually move your characters?
No.
Yeah, okay, because I
No.
wasn't sure if I set it up.
No, don't say.
Hang on. Actually, this is so annoying.
Whoa! How did I move on the way there?
Because I needed to move you because the images for the players is in the way of this little cog icon. So, yeah, there you go. All right, now you should have control. I hate the fact that I can't ever get a fucking map that fits this shit. It's annoying. But yeah, you guys come in and you're instantly met by a dimly lit hallway with torches going all the way down, and you can see the basically you can see the front guard standing there, and he points you directly down the far end of the hall.
Undead.
Yeah.
Undead. I know you don't have side things. You know you can make the background before you put the picture on bigger.
Yeah, I know, but I just haven't figured that one out yet. But I'll deal with that one next week.
I can't move Folly.
I could show you.
Oh, hang on. It was Whoops, hang on. Sorry, that's a bit wrong. What the fuck? Where the hell is everybody disappearing to? Yeah. Come here.
You're not supposed to be there. What are you doing there?
Sorry.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, there you go. Should be able to move your characters now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, this guy points down this direction and says, okay, the boss is waiting for you.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and the other ones point you in this direction, over to this guy, basically. That's where you're going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then something happens.
You unable to move your character? Rock.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. What, no,
Is there
eight-
any sign
that's-
of
yeah.
Bomb Brother?
Pardon?
Is there any sign of Bomb Brother?
Yeah. He's just. I haven't got an icon for him, but he's just in here with this guy. Sorry. Yeah. And he turns around and says, "Oh, you guys are a sight for sore eyes." And the other guy just tells him, "Shut up." Right. So you gentlemen.
He's like, hey, he's our friend.
And the gentleman in front of you, he, instantly puts on the most smarmy, charming persona that you've ever met, and he's so. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a seat. And I hear that you're looking for something in this town. Yes.
Yes, the man who created the fireball 2 nights ago.
Oh, I know that already. Don't you worry. But the question is, what are you offering in return? I've already got your fellow friend here. He's already agreed, haven't you, to give us this recipe for a price, of course. Nothing is for free. And the guy said, yes, sure. You can tell that he's absolutely scared out of his mind.
I think honestly, what we're trying to offer may be more of an end to the lockdown. Which would that not be something you want?
We don't need the lockdown to be over. It can go on for as long as it wants. We come and go as we please.
But does it
That's
make for
business in your town.
easier business? Easier business is much cheaper business.
Yeah, you see all the business that goes on in that, quaint little town, up there, that's it's all basically a front, and the Legion has no idea. I mean, most of the shops, we own them. They pay us a certain amount of money, and we let them do, their crappy little deals. All the real business goes on here. So, yet again, what are you offering?
Like what kind of thing I can say here?
What
that
is
makes
it
even sense.
What is it about this person in this little fireball that's so important that you need to be offered it?
Well, you got to look at this from a military standpoint. Think of how many places you could break into, how many fortifications you can destroy with this, and all without losing a single man.
And yet, the longer the lockdown is in place, the longer all of that remains in town, and the longer it takes the Legion to get their grubby little hands on it or its creator.
The Legion are a bunch of morons.
If you really want your monopoly on the local trade of this sudden and expensive new good, it's to your best interest to get us out of town quickly.
Mm-hmm. Whoops, hang on 1 second. I realized I got a duplicate there. Sorry.
It's your best interest to get to end the lockdown so that we and our cart can get out of your town quickly.
When I was back home in Cherrick, we had an infestation of rats. The rats are rats and easy to defeat, but they still cause problems. And the Legion may be considered rats, yes? When they're just crawling all over your stuff, they're much more of an annoyance than you need, and they cause problems. But when they're not, it's easier to deal with what you need to deal with. So even though they're not a big deal, they're still quite a problem. And the lockdown causes them to be that problem, yes?
Oh, yes. But here's the problem. At the end of the day, most of the Legionnaires, they can be brought. Most of them already have been. The only problem is the commander. We sent one of our best after him. And we already know that he procured a very potent item from you, Miss Tarly. And yes, he does know your name. And with his disappearance and this massive explosion going on, he's going to be more of a thorn in our side than anybody. So what do you suggest is done about this?
Big bangs his hand on the table. I've got an idea! If you want, perhaps to put the Legion in a more preferable situation with you guys, you could possibly find the culprit among if it's among your ranks, if not, whatever, whoever this person may be, you present him to the captain, saying like, we want peace, so we can say that we've taken care of the issue, and then he will look on you more favorably and be more likely to deal with you more favorably.
Yeah, like the legionnaires themselves, like the rank and file, they generally know that something like our organization is here. But the commander, he's not aware, and we really don't want him being aware.
Oh, so he's not really a
We
problem
want
in the
him.
way that he knows. Is that what we're
No.
getting at? Okay.
He's just a problem in the fact that anytime we try to have something brought into the city or out of it, there's always some issue. And I'm pretty tired of it. And what is that little green thing? Is that someone's snake?
Yeah, who drew that? I didn't.
And that thing right there. Yeah, because it's moving around and it's, weird. Yeah, but yeah. He's like, yeah, basically, to be fair with you, we could offer up anybody. We can, if you're willing to pay for it, we can give them a scapegoat. But
And I look at the witch and be like, ugh. And I grab my beer and it's like, kind of like considering, like, if we get a scapegoat, at least she'll be off the hook. But then if she's off the hook, then she's off the hook. And then I have to take time to exist with this witch again.
I want to get the real culprit. I don't want somebody that's not really guilty to get in trouble.
yeah,
I see your point.
He turns to you and says, everybody in this town is guilty of something. It's just varying degrees. I mean, we have assassins here. We have thieves. We have all manner of scum in this town.
Which, tell me, how long did they give you as far as to solve this issue?
Was it 2 days or 3 days?
It was like 3 or 4 days. I can't remember. So I'll say 4 just for the
2
sake.
days we're already on day 2.
Oh,
I mean,
see,
granted, it's like 6 in the morning, but it's still day 2.
it's not the optimal situation, but if we do offer up a low-grade criminal as a scapegoat, it will buy us time to find what's really going down, and you will survive.
But
It's a less than useful situation, but it is a situation that may have to come about if we wish to make this all work out right in the end. But I perhaps have to leave it to you. I would personally, I don't know. My morals don't really make these decisions for me at this moment. I think I'll survive either way.
You know who it is. Who really created the fireball, Mr.
He doesn't give you a name.
Mr.
Just call me the
Mr.
businessman.
You. What do you know?
Mm-hmm. He says,
these are not the droids you're looking for.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this one for free. We we abused something. Right? We saw an opportunity and we took it. We basically took control of someone and we made them set that thing off. We needed to see what it was capable of.
of an inhabited city block?
It was in the supply area that's generally not heavily, it's not heavily patrolled. There's not that many people there. We're not crazy enough to kill off an entire section of our population here.
I forgot. Did people die?
A few did, but
I don't know their names.
Legionnaires. Yeah, it was just mostly legionnaires, so.
Wait,
Trying to put out
wait.
fire.
So you're the one that made somebody else do it. So you.
Oh no, we technically didn't do it ourselves. Somebody else did it. We just gave them the encouragement, shall we say?
Another one of your deals, like you're making with our friend here.
You're still in fault here. You.
Yes. So we did cause a little bit of an explosion, via somebody else's hand. It's not our fault that they were crazy enough to, just walk around the town and let us do that to them. But still.
And where is this person now?
He just smiles at you and says, I believe that's enough free information. Now, you came here to do business to a degree, so make me a deal. I can make you an offer. I can offer you a way out of this city. Free, not free of charge, but you won't be chased by you won't have the Legion to deal with.
What about our friend and his trade?
Well, that may be a little bit more complicated. We may have to destroy the current shipment, but our friend here has already informed us that he can make plenty more. But that's just a contingency plan, of course. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that.
What do you mean by destroy? Like,
well, he's already told us that certain things will make it, totally useless.
Nullify.
Mm-hmm. And as I stated, the Legion is vast. I do not want to really piss them off, but we can get agents in there. So, this is my offer to you. For a price, I can get you guys out of here. We'll even have somebody else take the blame. I've even got the perfect little scumbag for the job.
Not without him, I point to Bomb Brother, and not without the card.
Okay, and if we was to arrange that, how much are you willing to give over? In fact, what are you willing to give over? Yeah, sorry, man. I love being evil and brokering deals. It's great.
Let's see.
Haven't you? So Clawley says, "You don't think that? Haven't you? Don't you think that you've already offered me that I've already put enough on the line?" And she holds up her hand.
Oh, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so terribly sorry." And he snaps his fingers, and this basically collared and chained succubus comes out of the bedroom area as such, and she hands you a little vial, and she goes, "Drink this."
Wait, is this a succubus or an incubus?
A succubus is a woman.
All right. So it takes Clawley a moment to take her job off the floor after the sun, barging in.
Well, I mean, I didn't I say he like snapped his fingers and such. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, basically that
No,
was like
yeah,
the call for that.
Still, the previously closed door comes out, and a naked woman and naked devil woman in chains comes in.
Yeah, you can tell that she is fully subservient to this guy. I mean, basically, she's bowing, on all fours, just saying, please don't, that kind of thing.
All right. So Clawley is going to, difficult as it is, tear her eyes off of it. If difficult as it is to tear her eyes off the succubus, she's going to use her alchemical knowledge to determine if this really is antivenom.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't that be a check of some kind?
Right. Craft alchemy.
Yeah. That should do it. I should say. So, do you not need to roll for that? Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I did it wrong. I didn't type roll.
And that's fine. That's the thing. So, with a 20, yeah, it is the actual antidote.
Schlurp.
There's literally just enough there for one. But it's also at that point when the succubus also notices the little green friend that you have with you. And she actually becomes like, well, how should I put it? Her demeanor goes from subservient to just like, oh, that is so cute.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've got to give the snake some screen time.
I know. Isn't hardly anyone ever seems to appreciate her.
Oh, well, that's because most people are monsters. They don't see the beauty that there's on the outside. They only see what's, the bad side.
Right. I found the most beautiful things can be the most dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Don't I know it? And with that, the guy like slaps her and says, "Know your place and get back in there." And
Oh,
she
shit.
instantly bows and
He
gets
does
back
that,
in.
and Big instinctively just like shoves the table in his direction.
Mm-hmm.
Respect women button has been pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
These two guys come barging in, and you hear one of them, "Is everything okay, boss?"
Just
And,
the sound of the table speaking. These guys are good.
mhm. And the guy goes, "Don't worry. If I need you, I'll call for you. Now, back to your posts." And they, yes, sir, instantly back. So
So
yeah.
how is it that you were able to do that? That you were able to do this without Miss I Own the City Velvet being aware?
Well, she was aware. And the way that we actually no, actually, I'm not going to tell you that. That's our secret. You want information? Information is like any other commodity. You pay for it. So, I've given you my deal, my offer.
So what exactly? Okay. Say we were escorted out of town. Even if you were to offer up a scapegoat, would our being out of town not raise suspicion and still cause this town to become less of a good place for you to not have people crawling up your ass?
Well, I was going to just have the Legion captain killed, but our
That too
assassin.
would probably raise problems.
No, not
No,
quite, because we already have a replacement in mind. So
Okay.
He's next. He's second in command is already in our pocket. So, if once he's gone, we're back in business, full swing, so to speak. But we can pay him. We can not pay him off. We can say we saw this man, set that off.
Ugh.
And he won't be able to argue against it, seeing as I already had his tongue removed. So, and he already knows that if he was to try and even point fingers, I'd remove his hands. So,
This whole situation, it's not the way we would deal with it where I come from. We try to be as open as possible. I was trying to find at least the closest way to not cause too much political and violent issues to come up.
well, let me tell you
But-
this, friend. This is a Tonedran town. You go into any Tonedran town, this is what you'll find. Everything looks kosher. You have the legions, you have the emperor, and he thinks he's all powerful and all knowing, and he's in charge. When all he really does is govern a bunch of people in his palace. That is it. It's people like myself that keep the empire running.
So what taxes do you want to So what taxes are you looking to collect from us in exchange for the person who set the fire?
I won't want any taxes from you, but I do want this invention.
Wait, can I confirm with my team for a moment?
Sure.
Um,
There's a tavern just well, if you go back a little way, there's a tavern there. Please feel free to go there, discuss your business, enjoy the hospitality. Everything here for the whilst you're actually here with us is free of charge.
Okay. All right. So if we work our way over here, I'm gonna get myself a big plate of food if she will offer it to me. But I haven't.
Mhm.
Is there any sign of velvet?
Say what?
Any sign of velvet?
No, Velvet brought you here, and then she left. She's the best way to describe her is she's the face.
Right.
So she does deals with the outside world. In terms of like the face part of the business, it's hard to explain. You get what I mean?
Figurehead.
Sorry, pardon? What was that?
Is that door still open?
No, she closed it behind her.
All right.
Well, not fully, but pushed it too.
All right. Well, I'm going to take Bomb Brother and Miss Windle, and I'll say, let's go confer.
As soon as you go to grab him, the other guy says, well, the boss says, no. He will remain here.
Where is he gonna go?
I'd rather not take any chances.
So I was gonna say, look, I know you're used to having your way, but where is he going to go?
Well, you guys could make a break for it.
You don't trust your men at your bar?
I don't trust anybody fully. I trust myself and I trust my partner as much as anyone can trust anyone, I suppose. But,
Your partner being Velv?
yeah.
You're a lucky man.
Yeah. I know. That woman is more deadly than you know.
She's killed her previous 8 husbands, and for some reason, I want to be her 9th.
As he says that, he pulls up his the side of his shirt, and you see a massive scar running down his chest. She knows how to handle herself. Don't you worry. I tell
She
you what.
wasn't born, the fact she wasn't born in Neeson is disappointing.
I tell you
Would've
what. I'll
been
let you
better.
go. I'll let you take him with you. But I'll have a couple of my girls follow you. This is
So
this,
confused.
yeah, he's just basically he's offering you, a deal out of it. So you guys make your way there.
I'll
These.
take Bomb Brother with me just so he doesn't have to sit in that room being
Mhm.
talked down by
Yeah, he gets these two. Whoosh, and they come out here. Bosh.
Who are they?
Do you want to give us a perception check
All right.
I will also perceive.
to actually see if you can actually work out what they are?
Can I press this button? There we go. Oh well, I don't perceive shit. I'm like neck deep in a sandwich.
Okay. I'm very confused. I'm very confused on this spell. I've been trying to read it. I don't know if it lets you just detect thoughts, like somebody's there, or it lets you read their mind.
Well, I'll say
it does both. So detect thoughts. If you cast it over an area, you can use it to look for invisible creatures.
Okay.
And that's one way to use it, but that's not the standard way to use it. The standard way to use it is you look at someone and you ask the DM, all right, what are they thinking?
Okay. Then I did that I was doing that during the whole time they were talking, because I was trying to read it the whole time.
Sorry, it's just
Understand it. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, well, I didn't see a thingy roll, but
I know I'm doing it right now.
That's why you roll. Oh,
yeah.
nice! That's why
Yeah.
you roll so much you can't even detect your own thoughts.
Alright,
But yeah, this will work.
hang
This is cool. I want to see where this
hang
goes.
on. No, hang on. This is something that is just one-on-one. I've got to PM you on this one, right?
Okay.
Okay, but this I don't know.
So what are the two women in red dresses with the chains?
Oh yeah, they are two twin vampires.
Oh dear.
The left one's hotter. All right, sitting at this table, Big is like, "Where's the witch?" I kind of have an idea of what I wish.
There. I'm actually there, but
Oh, at the table.
But during that time before when we were all talking, that's what I meant to do. I just didn't I was trying to understand the spell. I should have asked before.
Anyway, to you guys anyway, and I guess Bomb Brother, I'm just after being in that room with that man, I can tell that this town and other towns like it are nothing but just corrupt dens of evil. And no matter what we do, we're not going to clean this place up. I think we should possibly take the deal of leaving the town. As far as the Bomb Brother goes, and his desire to have this explosives powder, we could try to work out a deal in which the recipe is handed over, and then we can take him with us, so at least he's safe. What do you think on those ideas?
Quick,
just leave the town.
Hang on, did you get the PM, Rock?
Give Snake the bad name.
Yeah, Rock, did you get the message? If not, check Discord, because I just sent it to you. Okay, so that's that. So what was you guys saying?
Roughly what I was saying is, like, even if we
So Big was pitching the idea of what if we try to, like, we take his idea of, like, just get a scapegoat and he gets us out of town, but we we trade the recipe for black powder for Bomb Brothers so that at least he can get away.
Can I talk? Do I have that spell?
But yeah, because no matter what we do, this town is still going to be a messy, corrupt pile of just crime. All the people are just like looking for a way to do their bad. So even if we were to solve this mystery, it's not going to change anything. It's just going to make things continue to be worse.
Okay.
So if we get out and he gets out and this guy gets what he wants, it's just going to basically be the best situation as far as I can see. Out of bad situations, of course.
Yeah, did you get my message?
Yes. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
see.
figure out what to do with it.
I know, it's a doozy, isn't it?
Yeah, Flolly just said men like that being called snakes are the reason why snakes have such a bad name.
Yeah, it's at that particular point that you guys actually, who's the most familiar with monsters in this world?
Just
Me?
how would you be like? Yeah, you can summon them. I'm a hunter of them, but I don't know if that counts for anything.
Yeah, it's
Those
at
two
that
are
particular
proper
point
monsters.
that it's at that particular point that you realize that vampires have extremely good hearing. So everything you say, they can hear.
Oh, so they're gonna hear me saying I don't like these people, so let's just leave them to their thing. I don't know. Would they be offended by that in some way,
Well,
or would they be like, "Yeah, I agree"?
Let's just say, well, this is information that will get back to the boss. So,
Well, yeah, this is information I plan to present to the boss, so I'm not afraid of it.
What's this?
yeah. I'm
Like
just
the first time, I'm just like
giving you a
not
heads
worried about
up,
talking quietly, because Big
Yeah.
wouldn't talk quietly anyway, even while trying.
So, Wendell, if there is something you want to get across without words, the message spell exists.
Do I have message? But do I have a message spell?
Message is a 0-level spell.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I do have. Can I do have
And reply to them telepathically.
I do have ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism?
Well, no. Remember, you have access to any spell.
Oh, I do, but I've been trying to
In this
Stick to
world,
my
does it
stuff.
seem that Wendell would know how to do this thing? Is what you got to ask yourself, I think.
Yeah, I've been just trying to stick to the spells I have. Once in a while, I've done something that I don't know, but I usually stick to the spell list.
I've been cheating my butt off. I've been using the Sorcerer's Wizard list.
No, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I got no problem with that. Yeah. As I said, as long as it's not game breaking, I'm generally cool.
Yeah, that's like what I was saying is like if it seems like something that would make sense that you would know, not like game, like
I mean,
programming wise, but just like something
I'm
you would have come
going-
across or think of as a character.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to talk to Big, telepathically. It's probably not the best because it's him, but
Doesn't the message spell only have a 25-word limit as well? Yeah, I was just making sure.
where would I write that though, so they don't? I don't know. I'm just gonna do try telepathic. Shit.
Well, you get a absolutely splitting headache, and a rooster appears right at your feet and starts screaming.
When that happens, Big just jumps up. He's like, "No, no!" And he throws one of his axes at the rooster.
Is this rooster about to crow in the middle of this conversation these vampires are very intently listening to with their excellent hearing?
Well, they can't hear nothing other than this screaming rooster right now.
Yay! Oh wait, they go. Okay, I'm like.
But yeah, Big is gonna throw one of his little hand axes at the crow, or at the rooster.
Wait, Big. You I read his mind. You were under his control for a second.
Bullshit! Get rid of this chicken.
No, for real. I'm telling the truth.
I don't believe you. Get rid of it.
Diplomacy.
Clawley just says that makes sense. Just whispers, that makes sense. Listen to that makes sense. Listen to her, and then she yells, "Can't that thing shut up?"
And all you hear is "Ah!" from this rooster that's running around this bar area as fast as it can, constantly screaming. I love this rooster, man. This rooster is the best minion
So Rob
NPC
goes,
ever.
So would Plolly know that both succubi and vampires have the spell Dominate Person? Meaning both of them, meaning it's totally feasible that he could have just had one of them command Big to set this off.
I don't know. Would that require a roll or such? I'm not entirely sure.
It seems like a knowledge arcana type thing, maybe.
For
Yeah.
undead and for creatures from other planes usually require religion checks. Or knowledge planes, maybe for the succubus.
I have religion and planes.
But yeah,
Wait, I
mean,
might
you
have
could
those
both roll
as well.
for
If you
it.
mentioned to Big, maybe
Mhm.
like mention specifically something to Big, and then I'll roll and see if it
Maybe
makes
the
sense to him.
Yeah, maybe the creatures need. Yeah, maybe the creatures.
I don't think black. I'm still trying to chop the chicken. Get away from me! Ah!
Oh, yeah, I
Right,
did with Big.
right, you know that Hawaiian movie that they did recently, that animated one that had like that chick on the water, And
Moana.
she had that
Oh, I still
rooster.
haven't seen
Yeah,
that.
you know, she had that rooster that had that head that did the weird thing.
Hey,
It's that rooster, but just like constantly screaming.
That
Yeah,
guy's-
that's how I pictured it, anyways. So
Yeah. So I have a headache, and I go next to Big, and I'm like, they're controlling you. They were controlling you for a second. I read his mind.
I need to see some real proof of this. How could they control me?
the monsters, the creatures they can control, they can change people.
How do you mean?
They could. They're looking in their eyes. They could trance you.
Are the vampires
Alright.
still paying attention to the chicken?
the one down this one, she's too busy rolling around on the floor, fucking laughing her ass off. And the other one's telling her to shut the hell up. She can't hear anything.
Okay, so they mentioned like mind control of some sort. I'm gonna roll the Arcana to see if any of this really, like, what little I know about magic.
How was that? How did I see? Like, how would I know? Like looking at Big, like, because I was in the room and then I heard him. He said that. How would I know he's acting different? Because he was kind of looked like he was acting normal to me. Is it because he was going with the deal that I'm that's kind of suspicious?
What?
That he was
Uh,
agreeing with the deal?
Well,
No,
I mean,
no, there's other things.
Oh, okay.
well,
Yeah, my knowledge of Arcana being only rolling to a 9, I'd say at best, would that mean like I know that witches have the power to do this, so maybe they do as well. I was like,
Yeah,
I kind of believe you because it's possible that somebody evil would do something like that. Ugh. I've read about this kind of magic, and I find it to be another one of the evil kinds of magic. While still trying to chop at the chicken, it was like, no, I don't know,
hang on, give me a
what do we do about it?
Yeah. I'll allow that. Yeah.
All right,
But,
so
yeah, I mean, hang on though. With your 9, you are aware that there are creatures out there and that can control minds, and that there is that ability, to take
Yeah.
over somebody's mind.
Yeah, that's kind of what
But
I was
you don't
going
know
after. Like
But when
the
it comes
fact
to
that I
knowing
believe it's a
exactly which
thing.
ones do it, but knowing exactly what kind of creature could do it is kind of like, okay,
As
It's
I
more a
was like, I
case of-
figure as much as I've read about these kind of things being true and seen some evidence, but I've never seen it really directly connected to anything. It's like knowing that gravity exists, but never seeing the physical embodiment of it as a person. I don't know how the fairies hold us down, but I know it's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Somebody kill this chicken! Rawr!
All right.
Stop
It's like
taking
right
this
over
one.
here.
So,
Whatever.
so
These,
Polly is going to
bring the
look at
chicken
Wendell and say, so obviously we can't turn them up. So while he runs off, Polly's going to turn to Wendell and while he adds to the ambient noise by going, die chicken. Polly is going to say to Miss Wendell, so we can't take their offer for the real person, otherwise they'll just kill Big. And that puts all of us, and that implicates all of us.
wait, they want to kill Big? Is that the?
Oh,
Well,
hey,
if you, Big is the person responsible, and we tell the guards that, and we tell them,
Oh.
give us the person really responsible, we tell the guards that, they'll just kill him.
Oh, Big's,
And we will.
Wait,
do it as well.
Big's the one.
You just said he was.
Oh, I thought-
I
Oh, I
that's what I'm
thought.
saying.
Why are you
Hey,
lying to
Joe.
me? I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
Senile old
Oh,
woman.
I thought they were controlled them like right here where we are now. That didn't
No.
even like. That didn't
No,
even like.
they might control him to set the fire, to set the.
Oh,
gunpowder.
why did that not come into my head?
I don't know why the other thing would pop into your head. Honestly, that seems like a weird one. But do you like to control me to go out to the bar and get food? I can do that on my own.
So, Clawley says, so if we try to get them to this deal that we were just trying to get them to, if we take them to the guards, then Big will be killed and will be implicated and probably killed too.
I think we should try to capture the leader and put him up to it. It's really his fault.
All right.
But we might have trouble with fighting.
All of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really set this one up so that this is a no-win situation. This is a Kobe Ashmaru. You, there's
So that means we have to
no
cheat.
chance.
All right. So what Clawley says, all right, Wendell, do you trust me?
I don't know you very long, but as far as yes, I trust you.
You're like the auntie I never had. Come on, let's get Big and let's get Big and let's get both our friends, and just stay with.
So what's the plan?
I've got one.
Okay.
So Polly's gonna get up to leave, and gonna wait at the door for Big to be finished chasing around the chicken.
Yeah,
While I'm there,
actually,
I'm
give us a roll for that.
Oh, how do you get your fangs to you have the most gorgeous fangs. How do you get them to stay? How do you get them to stay so bright like that? Mine can't do that.
Yeah, she doesn't actually respond straight away. She just looks at you as if, really? I mean, and then she's like, they come through naturally, Yeah.
Oh, I know Neesons who would kill for a pair of fangs like that.
Well, perhaps if you bring them to this town, perhaps I can help them get those fangs, huh?
Wink, wink.
I'm always hungry for a new snack and also a new minion.
I read you. Wow. So is Big finished running around in circles, upending tables?
No, hang on. First off, I want you to give me a straight D20 roll to see if you can catch this rooster. And it's a rooster, not a chicken.
A rooster's a type of chicken.
No, a chicken is a chicken, a rooster's a rooster.
A chicken
Anyway.
can be a hen or a rooster.
Yeah, it's a hen. It's a hen, Derek.
I just rolled a 20 to catch
Yeah.
that rooster and break him in half.
Oh yeah.
I say you just do it. You grab this thing and you rip its head clean off.
Energy, punch it hard.
It's quiet now.
He killed it. The ring dies.
And I throw the chicken against the wall and its head against the other wall, and then I collapse on the floor, kind of like curled up, like ah.
Come on, Nat 20. Nat 20. It makes a chip in the ring.
Yeah,
in the air.
The ring is now not entirely. Well, it's still stuck on you, but
It's
You
just,
don't know it. Yeah, you don't know the effect. It's taken damage now. Yeah.
yeah.
Now it's just ugly ring that people look at and be like,
But-
ugh.
No, but here's the thing: when you rip its head off and chuck it at the wall, it's still screaming.
Oh, now I have to keep it
So
like,
Yoshi's
no,
little
everything
brisket.
is broken.
So now it's running around with its head off.
Yeah. Well, eventually it disappears, because it is
Yeah,
it's
it will
basically a summon. But
before it yeah.
but I just had to add the comedy flair to that because the screaming head flying through the air. Yeah. So you guys are heading back to him, to the leader, or you gonna make a break for it, or
I'm gonna walk back to the leader guy.
Yeah, okay. But this one here, the one that was too busy pissing herself with laughter, stays where she is.
The ring in my inventory.
All right. Where's the other
Um,
vampire? Just up there.
She's gonna go up there, and she's like, okay, you know where the boss is.
Oh, that's much better. So yeah, we coming through there.
Well, there's only one of you in there at the moment, so.
Looking for the other.
I guess I can kind of compose myself, but I'm gonna be seething. Partly out of like just like what they told me, but I'm gonna try to make it seem like it's all because chicken.
Okay. Yeah, well, he sees the guy sees Big standing out there, and he's well, come in.
Are we going?
Do-
So he sees him. So okay then.
Okay, that's cool.
That bomb guy is right.
Yeah, Bomb guy was actually the little green line this whole time. He's the one who threw it.
Ah, okay.
It
Who's
works.
doing that?
Hang on. There we go. Oh, shit, sorry, I was just getting something up. What? What do you mean you can't? No, fuck off. Come here. There we go.
Fuck up.
All right.
Yep, there we go. Ooh, okay. Yeah, sure. Right, that's me set. Okay, so you guys walk in there, and he's like, okay, so what have you guys come up with then?
Chicken.
We're not exactly what you call, ready to make severe payments, of course. So we'll accept your offer of putting a scapegoat in the way and just someone you want out of the way gone just to keep the Legion quiet. But we would like to be able to take our friend here with us. You've already made a deal. You've already signed up for his formula. Surely you have other people you could apply to this task.
Oh, I could easily send out Velvet, but I need her here in town. So,
Her here?
I tell you what, counter offer. I will do that. I'll let you take him with us. But each of you hand over either something of value or at least 500 gold each. This is a business deal
Have a
after all.
ring.
No, you can't take the
You
ring
have
off.
to take your hand and cut it off.
Exactly.
All right.
I am willing to do that.
Hold up. Before we turn over anything, Clawley offers her hand.
He reaches forward.
know
In
how you think
marriage.
So he says, "We have a deal."
Take it.
Well, he's asking first if a deal has been reached. Agreement has
Have a
been
deal.
reached. Okay. Well, he reaches forward and grabs hold of your hand and shakes it.
Cool.
Deal's a deal.
Adder strike. Cool. Adder strike.
Oh
So
no.
all of those
You do realize he's
that I
wearing gloves,
on
right?
my hand, all those no. Remember, my right glove is off because I took it off earlier to show him where I'd been poisoned before, and I didn't put it back on.
Yeah, but not you. Him. No, I'm only
Oh.
kidding. I was doing that one to be a dick on purpose. Right? He's not
God damn
actually
it.
one.
All right.
I just want to see
All right,
how
so
you
yeah.
responded to that. Yeah.
I
But,
shake his so yeah, I shake his hand and immediately adder strike.
What is that? Does it like kill him immediately?
Nope.
Oh,
I could have killed him if I wanted to.
He has gloves, but
it's
they're
like if he
only
got killed
in-
immediately, Big would just freak out even more.
Okay, so what does this skill do exactly?
Adder strike means I apply the effects of a venom or poison to an unarmed strike. Meaning, how about all of my hallucinogens?
Oh Jesus!
Oh man, shit!
You can actually he's hallucinating so bad we
Yeah,
can see it.
When my hand was in my pocket, like petting my snake as we walked past. That's what I was doing. I was smearing it with like magic mushrooms. With like I was smearing it in my hand with like LSD because I apply it to my unarmed strikes to my hands without poisoning myself, but I can use it to poison other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, well, he agrees to it. I'm assuming that this is not an instantaneous kind of thing.
Oh yeah, like this isn't the instant poison. So then Clawley's gotta to make a show of sifting through her belongings. Like, what's worth getting rid of? Like she starts counting things out that she thinks might be worth 500 gold. Like, all right, there's this gem, but is it better than this one? I mean, really,
And what
all of
she's
that
doing is she's
is-
starting to
I got
sweat.
this good bottle of whiskey.
Yeah,
At
I
what
mean,
point do I think that he's starting to zone out?
yeah, he's starting to sweat. You can see he's starting to shake a little bit, and you see him shake his head, and he tries to stand up, and he says, "What did you do?" Yeah, and subsequently he then falls over backwards, out cold.
So I'm going to leave for him. I'm going to go through his pockets and see if he has a key.
Well, he has many keys. Depends on which
All
one
right.
you're looking for.
I'm going to take his key. I'm going to
Blue
take his
key.
key ring, and then I don't know if he's still conscious, but I'm going to look him in the face and say, "She's not the only dangerous woman in town, and I could have killed you." So now, with his key ring, I'm going to go into that back room with the succubus and hold him up so that she can see.
Oh, I'm so grateful this is going this way. All right. She just looks at the keys and she just smiles at you. She also walks to the back of the room and presses a panel on the wall, and here this opens up, and she points in and says, "For this, help yourselves."
And what I said about being dangerous, so she says, "I presume you know which one it is."
Yeah, she drags him in here. Yeah. She shows you. She says to you, "Look, none of those keys will get you out of here, but there's another passage back there. It leads right to the entrance or exit, depending on how you want to look at it."
Depends on if we're walking backward.
I'll even show you the way, but this one's mine for the evening. And she says, pointing at this guy.
So yeah, she also is there one of these that looks like it goes to this lock?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, go ahead and click that, and then this one behind us once we're all in here.
Yeah.
And then I'll unchain the succubus.
Yeah. As soon as you do that, she says, "Ha, finally."
Even though he's a little
goddamn-
bit still frazzled as hell, he's like, "Yeah, go ahead and kill him, please." All the times he hit
Just
you,
says, "No."
kill him for every time he hit you.
She says, "Don't worry, I'm not going to kill him. Not right away. I have more entertaining ideas." And
Indulge yourself. And hey, once you get free, look me up.
oh, of course.
And I'm gonna
But
offer
first,
up a
let
little.
me show you the
I'm
way.
gonna whisper like the little sister, "Okay, don't bite her," and offer her up to be petted.
Well, yeah, she takes the snake, and starts stroking it, and just puts her up on I would say on a wing, but on the shoulder, kind of thing. and says, "Don't worry, I'll hand it back." You know, he's so adorable, and well, he's going to be out for quite a while.
Yep.
Clearly, you
probably
gave him way too much.
so, so in the end, probably for one last bow and take the snake back and get going.
Yeah, she leads you into here, and you guys can't see the exit, but you do see a whole bunch of like chests and everything else. And Rib, give us a perception check.
Why is it taking so long to roll?
Yeah, yes. All right.
17,
It's
20, 30.
with the 17, it doesn't matter. You already succeeded. It's at that particular point that you notice a green dripping, a green drip coming from a dark bit above you.
All right.
Oh shit.
It's you can catch the gleam of the edge of a blade up there.
There's a blade hanging
trap.
from. Is it a person hanging from the ceiling?
No. But, I mean, just with that kind of roll, you can tell that somebody hid a weapon up there.
Oh, okay. So it's just we can see a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this one was hidden. You know, they were trying to hide it away from the rest of the stuff. I mean, whilst he's doing that, you guys can search the chest and everything. You know, nobody can really fucking hear you. You're behind the walls, so.
All right, big boost me up.
Okay.
I can get that down without poisoning myself.
Okay. I'll do that.
So I will. So using my ability to handle poisons without injuring myself, I will take the weapon down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The second you lay your hands on the weapon, I want you to give me what. All right. The weapon actually starts talking to you. It just says, "You are clearly not worthy of me."
Shut up, knife.
Bitch. So I set it. I set it down. Like
Hang
I
on.
set it down and say, maybe it'll like you better. Like, am I capable of just setting it down, or do I need to make a check?
I was going to ask you to do a roll. I can't remember what the roll is though. It's it's a living weapon, so you know what I mean. What are they doing? Sorry, pardon?
So a will save or fortitude save is most common to negate a spell.
Yeah,
Will
just
make
give us a will save.
fortitude
Yeah,
at a
you succeed. You put it down. I had that in my head as an 18 that you needed to roll or higher.
All right.
But still, yeah, there you go.
He says that's a loudmouth, and he's clingy. Just be careful. And then I'm gonna start going through the chest.
I'm gonna look at the knife and say, like, it's a knife. I guess it wants to stay here and go insane for the rest of its existence.
No.
Well, is it a
not
knife?
a knife? No, it's an axe.
It's an axe?
And it's a particularly fucking big one.
Oh, damn it. Can't resist an axe. So instead I'd be like, hello.
What, you actually pick it up?
I can't help myself. It's a beautiful axe.
Yeah, and now the weapon says, much better. But you have inferior tools attached to you. It's me or nothing. Well, me or your pitiful little tools, you know. Basically saying your other weapons are useless compared to this. Get rid of them.
Does this thing look like it's throwable?
What, this axe?
Yeah. Isn't it just big?
When I
What
say
kind of
this
axe is it?
it's a big two-handed war axe, you know, like a fucking giant battle axe, you know.
Great axe.
Basically, it's the head of this axe is as wide as your shoulders. You know,
so I wouldn't feel too bad about removing my big axe, but my little ones are my babies. Do you not want children
Yeah,
axes.
those are thrown axes. They're ranged weapons. I'm counting your actual, physical.
Oh,
Blah.
so yeah, that's
Mhm.
fine. My great axe I can upgrade.
Hmm. Yeah, and the axe actually informs you that it's called the sick axe because it does basically 1d12 damage, And
1d12. That's
it,
weaker than my regular axe, isn't it?
but it also deals an extra d12 necrotic damage.
Okay, that makes it good.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
My
the reason
old
why I
one
was
did
saying.
like 1d12
Wait.
plus 8.
If it's a six axe, if it's a sick axe, does it talk and then cough
So
sometimes?
1d12
So I am
plus
the
1d12
sick
necro.
axe.
Yeah. Sorry, pardon?
1d12 and 1 d12 necro.
Yeah.
I just picture that.
What about its
I'm the
crit? Is it just a great
six
axe in that way?
Sick axe.
Yeah, it's the same as like your current axe. You know,
Okay,
in
so
I
terms
think
of
that'd be.
Scott.
I think
It's
that'd
more or
be
less the
hilarious.
same axe, but with extra.
Mm.
All right.
I think that would
Yeah.
be hilarious if it coughs once in a while.
Yeah. Occasionally it will do.
Now there's reason to talk to axes.
But the only thing that that it does say, other thing that it says to you is make sure that none of this green stuff drips on you. Yeah, because that is what causes the necrotic damage, and it's constantly dripping.
So how would that be avoided in this case?
No, I'm just using that as flavor text.
No, I'm just trying to think about how you would avoid it flavor text wise.
On your back and like put a hook over it, you could hang the axe from the hook and like it wouldn't get through the pelt.
All right. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
imagine how this would work.
Yeah, it's just I know you've been sick and tired of your weapons for a long, long time. So
No, I'm just sick of all the other weapons. I like my axes.
well, yeah,
That's
I know,
why I
but
was
you've been
tucking the
sick of
axe I had previously into bed, but it's like if I have to get rid of one to upgrade to something better,
yeah.
it's like okay,
Such love you have for that original axe. Yeah,
it's an axe, but still.
So who's going through the boxes? Because whilst he's doing that, who's going through the rest of the chests?
Wendell, Bombro.
Well, Bombro, but I won't have him. You know, but he'll come under you two. Right, so basically, just like roll us a d20, you know, see how well your search goes, or whoever is searching. You know, that is. Damn it. Yeah. Well, Tally, you don't find very much in like that. You find like a whole bunch of alchemical ingredients and so forth. You know,
Kidding me? That's great.
and alchemical tools. You know, but Swindle, you find a set of robes as well as robes.
Robes.
You know,
Robes.
yeah. Which I don't know what your current ones are, but you know we'll work out what they.
I think they're just normal.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'm actually going to be fair. I'm going to say pick an element.
Pick an element.
Pick an elephant.
No, not an elephant.
Woolly mammoth.
No.
Dumbo.
I think Raymer.
Earth, wind, water. You know, light, dark. You know, either one.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I do.
I'm thinking dark. I am going towards dark because of the enemies we've been facing.
Mm-hmm.
They use dark magic, right?
Well, they use all kinds, but mostly the negative kind. Yeah. So basically, this will give you a +5 sort of like resistance to like all magical, negative magical spells. Like,
okay, just give me a resistance 5 to all spells.
Yeah. It's basically like all negative spells. Ordinary spells like fireball and that lot. Well, you know, that's fireball. Everybody uses fireball.
What's a
but
negative spell?
Such as like
concentration, energy drain, inflict serious wounds, basically negative energy damage, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I shit that will stop like dark priests from like doing the juju on you. You also find like a buttload of money.
Oh, I don't care about money.
No, but I'm just like in general.
Do I find any tomes, books, scrolls?
Yeah, you do find a couple, but because the current light level being extremely low, and the fact that you're in a rush, you currently don't have time to check them.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you-
grab the most expensive and using my alchemical knowledge. I'm gonna grab the most expensive and easy to carry alchemy supplies and put them in my bag, just so
okay.
because I used up all my PCB. I gotta
Resistance.
get started on working through that, building that back up again.
Resistance.
Between yesterday and today, I'm out.
Yeah. Basically, you like restock all the shit that you lost, for the day, with that. I'll say, because you can tell that these people would like to keep like something of every degree in here. I'm
All right.
still, yet again, man, I'm kind of pissed that you fucking circumvented my entire fucking encounter, but that's cool. I should always expect it.
He said he has gloves. That would have shut me down, and I would have had to make an unarmed strike to try and touch his face.
Yeah, I know, but I was only messing, and
I am so glad you let me get away with that, though. That you let me.
I think it made an interesting thing happen.
Well, no, it's just I had the image in my head, where he's like he's a gentleman. He's gonna have like braces, but he's not gonna have gloves. So,
can we see the passage out of here, or does the succubus need to come show us that?
wait, no, she comes over and she opens up there for you, and then leads you all the way down here, and she says, "1 second, who's good at traps?"
Seeing them?
Stopping them.
Detecting them?
No. She points out the fact that there is actually a trap here, but there's no way to get past it.
What
from
do you do?
here.
Well, we could physically crush and disable, right?
Does it do?
It's basically a whole. Well, once you activate this area, that thing will fill in, and the whole entire area will fill with freaking gas. Basically, poisoning you.
It'll do this too quickly to get to the door and get out.
Well, you could probably make it to the door. Getting out, that's another thing.
Right.
How do we
Because once
open the door when we go over there if we were to try to just rush it?
well, she knows how
Oh,
to.
wait.
She's already shown you how to get out so far.
Would the smoke be acid?
Would smoke be acid? Well, you do get some gases that are corrosive, don't you? So yeah,
Okay.
I'll say
Okay.
All right.
yeah.
I have a spell.
Me
Mhm.
too.
I have the
Based-
speed and strength to rush and break through a door if that will help.
So based on the fact that we just came out through a loot area, can I go back through the loot area and try to find a set of masterwork thieves tools?
Yeah, you can go back there, but there isn't any.
All right.
Sorry,
Oh,
man. that was
I
just-
can't cast this spell because it requires 100 gold pieces in masterwork thieves tools in order to cast.
I'll say double the price and I'll allow the spell.
Well, I don't have 200 gold. I have 93.
I'm sure the party
So, what sets off the?
But no,
So what sets?
There was a
off
lot of
the
gold in
spell
the
anyway?
other room, wasn't there?
yeah,
Is there
yeah,
a
I say
tripwire or a pressure plate or what?
yeah. It's like a whole bunch of pressure plates from like here all the way down.
So could it theoretically be possible to work my way across without stepping on one?
You could try. It would require an acrobatics check.
All right. I'm going to spend a turn concentrating.
Mm-hmm.
Ready myself for a moment. And hey, would getting around here?
I want to.
Sorry, what?
Oh, go ahead.
I missed what he said. So,
If I'm in the succubus's space, would getting around here count as jumping?
well, no, I mean, she just steps to one side. You know, it's wide enough for
Right.
both of you. So.
Better than that. Better than that. Is there an open space within 50 feet that, like a square, I can clearly see that doesn't have any pressure plate?
Yeah, behind you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ask like magical people though. Is there some sort of spell that you know which? I gotta keep that going. That would be able to cause mechanical devices to just lock up, like pressure plates and stuff.
Well, you could just destroy them. I suppose, but
I know I have a spell that mends things. If I fail at it, it might work.
Maybe you should do a spell that
All right,
breaks things and
so-
you'll accidentally fix them.
I am going to spend a key.
hmm
But I do have a spell I can reset. I could put the resist energy on me, and then I can protect from energy on you, Big.
So does key count as a spell? So do I need to roll for it?
No, key's just like you're in the chi.
So with this key, I get a plus 20 bonus to acrobatics checks to jump until the start of my next turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm going to acrobatics my way.
hmm
Not a
There
one,
you
not a
go.
one.
Oh damn it! Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
So you're basically trying to get to here, yeah?
I mean, technically, I can fly my speed as long as I land at the end, but
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
there isn't
okay.
an open space to land in, so I would have to be careful. So I'm just gonna, just do the careful way.
Oh, damn it!
So you kind of leap there. I say you like stick. You spread them against the wall, kind of thing.
That's the
Uh,
word.
Give us a perception check.
Damn it! I have a better spell than what I did at detect thoughts. I have seek thoughts. Damn it! Where I can pick a certain find one certain thought in his head.
Just imagining that you would have the right thought to seek out though.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
with
think I
that,
did.
yeah, with that 20, you actually notice that there's a small, not a
Oh,
lever,
Jesus.
but a small cog. That you can turn to switch this shit off.
All right, I am going to sort of make my way there. So like I'm doing like an up, like between the two walls. I'm just reach over.
Well, you rolled the 42 to get there, so you rolled the 20 to spot it. So it just takes you like flicking a switch.
All right, click.
I mean, like you're actually fucking lucky you rolled a 20 because that, oh man, fuck's sake.
Well, my plan was once I get to the other side, I can get the door open and ready to go, so that these two idiots can bum rush their way through as fast as they possibly can without having to worry about getting caught on the door.
Yeah, but that wasn't the Dora thing. That was just the thing for the trap.
Before
Where did
the
succubus go?
she's under.
She's under.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the succubus, if this poison were to be released, would you be harmed by it?
Yeah, she's like, well, I'm a demon, So,
Because I kind of have a feeling that if we leave and then release the poison as we are on our way out, if we could wipe out some of these guys and you'd be safe, then you can just go on your way and do what you want to do with your life or whatever it is demons have.
oh no. You see,
We
once
don't
you
need to
go-
kill them. We just need to get out. We just need to make it clear that it's not worth them bothering us.
Mhm. Exactly.
It was just an idea. I don't like any of these people.
All right. So now we've got. Now is the door open down here? Like, is it clear?
No. She comes along and she I'll put her here, but she opens up the door for you, and then she steps out and she's like, "Okay, there's a switch just behind us. Quickly press it and run."
Plolly bows to her and says, "Once you get free, look me up. Look me up.
I'll
I'd
be,
love to take you for a beer."
Don't you worry, I'll be out of here in next to no time. I just got to go get my snack.
All right,
And
so everyone ready?
Yeah, but in regards to Big's question, Rock's question, sorry, Rib's question, sorry. earlier. No. The second that trap would have been set off, all of the doors leading to this little section would have instantly locked down, and you would have been stuck in there.
Okay.
So this trap is just designed to deal with this area.
Okay, so we can't just like press a thing while we're like go
Right.
tap and then just pull our arm out and go.
All right,
No.
everyone
Okay.
ready? Follow the leader. 1,
Mm.
2, 3. Switch out.
Mhm.
Ah!
Eh, Bing, bing, bing,
Bye,
bing.
demon. Have fun.
Hang on. Why am I clicking on different tabs? I just need to move the one up at the top, you jackass. And,
Good luck with your
Yeah, I mean-
snack.
yeah. All right, you guys come back out, and you're actually coming out just underneath where the library was.
Now what?
Under there. Well, the guard said he needs someone responsible, and the man said they would just scapegoat. I propose we split the difference.
Give up the whole base.
We give the who we guilty.
You gotta give the whole base.
But
It's their fault.
his second in command is in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. Well, we tell
We
the
just
guard.
give-
We tell them that
We just
too.
give them him.
I'm sure they've got a lot more in their pocket too. So I was thinking
Well,
if
yes,
we could just get
but
the
we only need the
lockdown
one. We
opened
only
up
need
enough
one.
till we can
Remember,
get out.
the guard captain just wants one person to be guilty, and if he investigates him, he's more than certain to find evidence connecting him to crime. So he'll
Suppose it's
be able to
possible.
call him guilty. He'll be able to satisfy the politics to open the city again, and we can go.
But will he
That
leave
seems-
us?
If we make it seem that he had the opportunity to do this, especially, it's like
I think we
he
should
knows
tell
the
him
city
about
well
the
enough that he could have
base.
pulled this off without getting caught, kind of thing.
Tell him about the hidden
Well, he
base.
knows the city. He's also remember the guard captain was also confused as to where all the guards were in that section, what they were doing, and how they didn't notice.
Yeah, so he could have.
Now we have
We could say
answers to
that he
that.
told them to go away, and he knows how to get around without getting
For all we know,
noticed
he
and all
did.
that. So that
For
could
all
work.
we know, that could be the truth.
Could work.
Let's go.
I find it more believable than that I was the one that did it.
Yeah, you don't even remember you were doing it. Like if someone were to ask you in a truth-telling spell, you would honestly say you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, to the castle.
They wouldn't do a spell.
Yeah, as you're walking through the streets and that lot there, you're like, God damn, that was pretty exhilarating. You know, you make your way to the place. You know, your old friend is like, oh my God, I want out of this town. I never want to see a Tornedron ever again.
Me too. Me too.
Don't worry. I promised you I would get you to my people, and I will keep that promise.
Yeah. And he's like, thank you. Even though, no offense, Miss Talia, but this here is a stinking swamp, but it's still better than this festering dump that is called this town.
A lot of Nissians will get really offended about, swamps. Swamps are beautiful. Swamps are good. I can see why you people don't like them. I get it.
Well, you're out here.
Bad reception on the internet.
That's true.
Yeah, and as you're getting close to the front of the building, you also notice a certain lady standing out front. She takes one look at you and runs. Basically,
Clawley just gives her a friendly wave just as soon as she sees her. Just a wave and a wink.
Who is it?
Oh dang,
It's
we didn't
Velvet.
get the name of the succubus, did we? We'd be like blank sincere regards.
yeah, but basically she just likes it. She knows that shit's about to go south. Rather sharpish.
All right, so now the Legionnaire is at the door. Tell your captain.
Days!
Yeah, the Legion.
No, just kidding. I won't do a
But the
spell here.
Legionnaires at the door. They, I didn't even know what you said. But anyways, sorry. Yeah, the Legionnaires at the door. They're like, okay, so you wish to see the captain? Yes.
Yes, we have his man.
They look at the party and they're like, what? That old guy? Didn't he come with you?
No, not here with us.
We have the evidence that it takes to point to the direction that you need to look.
Okay. And he turns to one of the other guards and he's like, okay, go get the captain. And you see this weedy little stick figure guy just freaking dash off up the stairs, Well, past the gate, up the steps towards the keep and that lot. And he's like, a couple of, about 10 minutes go by and the captain, dressing hastily, comes out.
Is there like a lieutenant with him?
Yeah. He comes up and he goes, okay, so you've concluded your investigation?
Yes. Allow me to spin you a tale of betrayal. Of a man who thought he could do better by selling potentially explosive soils to the hands of a seedy criminal undercurrent. A man with access to your own guard, who was able to get your guards to not be there when this bomb was set off. Your very own second in command has betrayed you. And I'm saying this with all the sort of pomp that I can muster.
Yeah,
He's got visual aids and everything.
He said, he takes it all in stride and he's very, very calm about it. He's like, okay. He then pulls out his sword and runs it straight through his lieutenant. And he goes, okay, that's that dealt with. So,
Fuck, I had a whole second part ready, but never mind. Flolly actually says that. I had a whole second part ready, okay.
Oh, you have more information for me. Oh, good. Please.
No, your other second in command. This guy was a good guy. Dang it.
He had access to commanding your guards that night, so he was able to get them to look the other way. So he was able to get them not out of positions so that they wouldn't be able to see what was going on. Just how he had run at the city and was able to.
Yeah, but just quick thing. The second in command was the one that he just ran through.
Yeah, I know that.
No, he just ran some random guy through. First guy he saw.
Well then,
there was
justice
a child.
has been restored to your fair city.
Mm-hmm.
There's also there's a hidden passageway under your the library. It's not the library's fault. They probably don't know it's there. I'm not really sure if they do know it's there. But there's the hidden base there with criminals.
Okay. Well then, please show us. And he then orders an entire legion, which is 100 men, to form up. Around,
if it's all the same to you, she takes out her letter from the Queen again. We have prior commands. Mm-hmm. We have our own prior orders.
Yes. You can deal with that as soon as you show me this location. You after that, you're free to go.
If when you go down there, you meet a nice winged lady, she's a good guy. She's on our team.
Okay, guys, there's such a thing as need to know information, and neither of you seem to understand that at this precise second. He was ready to let us go. All right, so
you're telling me that
Tlali's going to be. So
not
Tlali's
a demon.
Going to
a slave.
So Tlali's going to turn to the guy who stamped our travel things the day before everything shut down. Mm-hmm. She's going to turn to him and say, "Get the escort for our cart." She's going to turn to him and say, "Get the escort for our cart ready." My friend here, and I'm going to gesture to Bomb Brother, can show you my friend here can get his cart ready.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry. We will have the legions that you paid for set up and ready to go within the hour. Well, the squads, I should say. We will have them ready and set to go within the hour. But first off, I need to see this location. So, he points towards the building and he says, bomb guy, I can never remember his name. He goes, okay, well, you can wait here with your merchandise whilst we go deal with this. and investigate this a little further, if you don't mind. And he then points to you and says, "Okay, please lead on."
All right, so we're going to go down the streets and show him the spot. I guess.
Okay. He says, "Would you guys be willing to wait just like half an hour? Whilst my men just clear it out. It's entirely for verification reasons.
Sure, it was
you-
in this. It was in this den. Sure, but make sure that you trust your men, because it was in this den of iniquity that we heard the name of your own trusted lieutenant."
And he turns to you and he says, "This is my legion." So
Ollie salutes.
they could have brought this. They could have brought my second in command, but there's no way they're buying my legion.
All right, Clawley salutes him and lets them go on. And
Yeah,
as soon as they go, Clawley leans over to the two of you and whispers, "They did not need to know that. They were about to let us go."
I only gave the part that they were already going to go down, and we have an ally of town. She is an ally of the town now.
Well, what if they go down there and those guards down there turn on their captain? Or what if they go down there and everyone's already left?
No, the captain is going to stay up here. Trust me. He's just sent 100 men down there to deal with that.
Okay.
So, I mean, for like the better part of like half an hour, you hear nothing but freaking screams.
So the sounds of violence.
Yeah, coming from in there, and at the end, a very bloodied and beaten up and still tripping his balls off guy gets dragged out of there, and the captain says,
like the one guy drags him out and says, "Would you believe this guy chained himself to a bed and dosed himself on narcotics and then had a succubus go crazy on him? Man, this guy and his king."
Yeah. I mean, it's at that point that you realize that the succubus is now brown bread. They it's a demon. They weren't going to tolerate it. So the vampires, all the rest of them, they're all gone.
Oh, succubi can change shape too.
Can they? I did not know that. Okay,
yeah, they have alter self at will, so she could turn into something else.
Do we know this, or do we just go like, "Oh, she didn't get away. I'm sad now."
See, I did not know that, so I'm going to retcon that, and she comes out as one of the Legionnaires. But you guys don't know that.
So she's gonna leave us to worry.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
she's a demon.
Yeah.
Like there isn't even a moment where like her eyes just turn fiery and red, and she winks for a second and then turns back.
Will you stop reading my bloody mind?
Sorry.
I was trying to think like how would she make a wink at us and we're like, "Oh, that's great."
Yeah, I was thinking of the moment in the movie where that happens, and then you watching it, and then as you're watching it, the audience goes like, "Oh, someone would have seen that." I'm sorry.
I'm just like we all give her a big thumbs up, like a Mentos commercial.
Yeah. They bring this guy out, and he's basically a gibbering mess. I mean, he's beaten to shit. Looks like he's got basically just 1 HP left. And the captain, points his sword at him and turns to you and goes, "Okay, do you recognize this man?"
Yes.
He provided us with all the information we needed to get pointed in the right direction.
So is he an underling or the one in charge?
That's the one in charge.
As far as down there, he seemed to be the charge man.
Okay, well, he's not in charge of shit anymore. He orders his men to grab him up and drag him back to the keep to put in the stocks, dungeon kind of thing. He goes,
I tried to kind of half quietly, but half bigly, like kind of lean over to Thali and say, "Should we tell them about Velvet?" I don't know how loud I must. Velvet and her connections to this.
Right. He goes. Yep. So Claudius goes, she's a smart girl. She's a smart girl. She'll land on her feet.
That was kind of the opposite of the point, but sure. So do we want her to be in trouble or no?
Do you want us to be in trouble with her later?
Won't make much of a difference, but she will have friends.
Yeah.
Plus, she already legged it. Remember.
Right.
And besides, as she stated, if she wants out of this town, she can get out, no problem.
But if she
But
wants to
they
get
won't
back in
catch
and
her.
they know that
But
she's
yeah, Polly
her,
just says won't make a difference. They won't catch her.
Let's not say anything.
yeah, the captain then says, "Okay, well, you have done actually far more and beyond what was actually required of you. Not only did you actually bring us, the culprit, you also brought us, brought down this little syndicate here that I was actually completely unaware of. So, I actually offer you the hospitality of this town in its entirety for the entire week, if you wish. You can eat,
do we
drink,
have
be
the
merry.
hospitality to
whatever.
get the fuck out?
Yes, you can leave if you wish. You can stay. You can do whatever you want.
I need a vacation.
Within
I'm
the
too old
law.
for this shit.
2 more days till
Yes.
retirement.
We have our own. We have our own mission, but we will certainly take advantage of your town's hospitality. We will certainly enjoy your town's hospitality as much as we can.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, seeing as you are obviously in a hurry, I'll open up the treasury for you. Would it say 700 gold apiece be fine? A reasonable sum to you? Because a good service deserves payment.
I suppose we could.
Will you would it be so kindly to donate the money to the orphanage? My part.
Of course, that's no problem. Sure. So,
I'll take the 700 myself.
A lieutenant is a highly ranking informant. Perhaps 900. 700 of it, 900 of it is just going back into your city.
fair play. 900 apiece it is then,
Okay.
including 900 to the orphanage.
Clawley bows.
Thank you.
Yeah, so well, with that, my good people, it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope you never grace my town again. And goodbye. And he starts to lead his men towards the keep with their prisoner.
Right. Are we getting out of here? Please tell me we're getting out of here right now.
Yep. Once our friend is seen off with the Legion, then we can just head north to. Quick! What was it we were doing again?
We're gonna go to Big's land to find
I
the.
thought we were going
blacksmith.
to the Neeson feast place.
Yeah, you're going to Cherrick. He's going to.
Are we all splitting up now? Or we
Well,
were
no.
sending the old man, right?
Yeah.
And we were
Yeah, we're
going.
sending the
okay.
bomb dude that
I didn't
way
know.
with the Legion.
So the Legion is still going
Yeah,
to is still going to escort him without having any question about that.
Well, no, he paid for a service.
Okay.
So you guys head on over to him and to say your goodbyes and that lot, and he goes, friends, thank you so much for getting me out of that dreadful situation. I have a little gift for you. And he produces another little barrel. And he goes, okay, this time, please be more careful with this. And he pats the barrel and says, okay, there you guys go.
Now, who's holding the barrel is the question. Does Big carry the barrel again? Because it's a barrel. It's big.
Wait, no.
You know what I mean by when I say the barrel. It's like one of those, the dogs.
It's a little
that have the barrel.
keg, but it's still not something that the smaller people can carry so easily. It's an awkward thing.
Trelly, you carry it.
Sure, I can make space for it on my horse.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you should have a bag of holding. So.
Oh yeah, I have a bag of holding. I can carry that. Yeah.
Oh, the barrel goes in the bag.
Let the alchemist use it. Let the alchemist hold on to it.
Yeah, the one that can create alchemical fire. Yeah, great idea, guys.
Hey, it's better. I still. He might be under a spell still.
Sure,
Cast by you, witch.
Yeah, why would they killed all the monsters? Even
well, the vampires, they're gone.
You never know.
There was one hidden encounter in there, which I'm so pissed that you avoided.
Ah,
Sorry. Were you expecting us to like go in guns blazing?
Oh, I was expecting shit to hit the fan.
aha.
I was like, yes, I can finally
Yeah,
get
like
I
my
wanted
backup plan. My
I
other
was-
plan was originally like I was going to whisper in snake to my pet in serpent's tongue to my snake to put her venom on my hand and just insta kill the guy. But I thought, let's let him live. So instead, I just got him high off his ass.
I wanted to fight too. I wanted to fight. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and don't worry, that encounter that I had, that hidden encounter, you're gonna see it soon, anyways. Because
Yeah, I mean, if it's a cool encounter, it'll pop up again later in some other
all
circumstance.
right. Let's get out of this town and get where we were heading.
I've learned an important lesson today. I'm never going to be a cop in this land.
Yeah,
It's a stressful job. I'm going to retire before I get on the force.
The quest for more money.
I mean, you don't need more money. You guys are fucking loaded, anyways. But
I never even
I gave my
spend
money.
money. I just carry it now.
I gave my money to the orphanage.
Yeah, but you should still have a buttload though.
I
So,
do. I should go to
Okay.
the orphanage.
So, yeah, with that, Clolly says, well, with your mission, with you returning to Nisa, going to Nisa with the Legion, my mission for Her Majesty is done. But so she looks at the two of you and puts an arm around like Miss Wendell's shoulders and like Big's waist because they're at the same height. I mean, I don't have to go straight home.
Will you join us? We'll be glad you were an able fighter and got us out of that situation down there. I think we'll be honored for you to come with us. What do you think, Big?
Fine. It sounds fair enough.
All right.
It's always useful to have extra hands with skills of magic and or poison and whatnot, I suppose. I look at the witch kind of suspiciously still. Just as long as it doesn't send us to hell again.
I think that was your fault, but okay.
How would you think this is my fault?
So, is this going to be us tomorrow or today? Just riding off into the sunset, which is actually north.
well, it's technically west that you're heading.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
west. Yeah, we are riding off into the sunset.
So,
We're starting
Yay!
to travel
Riding
at sunset. I have no idea.
basically, you guys sort of like, you say your farewells to, Mr. Explodey. I can never fucking remember his name.
Mr. His name is Mr. T.
Mr. TNT. Moving on.
I don't mind.
And his brother is named N.
Nitro.
And his
He was
father,
big,
their father was named T also.
no, his brother is called Nitro and his father was called Glycerin.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. So you say goodbye to like one of the two twins, and you've got your barrel on you, and with that, you guys, it's. I'd say it's sort of like late evening, so it's up to you whether or not you want to ride off or whether or not you want to rest.
I want to get out. I don't get out.
I want to leave this town.
I want to leave.
Okay, then
Let's
you
get it out
guys-
of our sight before camping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys.
We are riding off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's where we'll call it, I think.
Are you sure? We still have half an hour.
No, it's
if we
probably a
carry
better
on-
place because there's unless nothing big is coming up at all, like nothing that
No.
takes a long time.
Well, no, it's like 5:30 in the morning here, so I mean,
Okay. We can call
Right.
it. Yeah, I
but
don't
to be
mind.
fair, if you guys want to carry on, I can carry on because I still got
It
more that I can.
seems like a decent like if you were watching a film or something, that would be a decent like
Yeah, like
bait.
like the credits roll right when we're riding off into the sunset. Yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah, that's where the credits for this episode roll.
Yeah.
Like this episode was a two-parter.
I mean,
Like it ended last time with the ultimatum of you catch this guy or you hang. And this episode ends with us leaving the city and riding off in the sunset.
mhm.
I love
and
it. I
demolish
love
the
it.
entire freaking criminal organization.
All
So-
right.
With 1 feet.
So
Yeah. And you managed to fucking avoid yet again another fight.
okay. Is there
Damn you
any
guys.
What was the
important?
last fight we avoided?
I can't remember. It was last time we played.
And is there any important stuff to add to the stream that we want to before quitting?
Nah, not for me. Mm.
Okay, I know Tlali does it,
Uh,
but seriously, kids don't do drugs.
No, save that for when you're an adult. And
Tlali is a mature adult
Don't do anything.
who happens to live in a culture that venerates getting shit posted.
Shit posted.
Getting
Yeah.
getting
What?
shit posted. That's it.
We like the internet because the trolls feed us.
Mhm.
Trolls. I smoke trolls.
Okay. Rock, anything?
Keep on rocking.
Okay, then that's fine. Everybody have a good night. We'll be back for some more of this in a couple of weeks, I guess. And back on the other one next week, I guess. Okay. Well, bye.